You're about to watch another exciting episode of the Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? Tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. Hope to see you there.
Hello! We're back! Welcome to the Dungeon Run. We apologize. I specifically apologize for being a little late. I had some things I had to clarify with the cast before we started.
A lot of information.
A lot of information.
No.
We left you on a bit of a cliffhanger last week, so you're not going to waste any time and get right to it. Otherwise, the players might go feral.
Yep.
So congratulations again to Tiny Misfortunes,
Yay!
the winner of last week's Traveler Dice Tower from Dogmite.
Woo-hoo.
It's on its way to you. Make sure you let us know how it rolls for you, all right?
Absolutely. Speaking of Dogmite, as we showed last week, we've got these gorgeous player pads and pens from Dogmite, creators of the finest wooden gaming accessories you're ever going to see. Go to dogmite.com right now and use our code DungeonRun for 15% off anything in stock or custom items. If you like the blue but you want the fireball or the arcane, you can customize it. They have so many awesome designs. Yeah, we're trying to show.
I have dice in there.
Thank you,
The
Dogmite.
dice inside.
We also work with our wonderful friends at Die Hard Dice, the purveyors of the finest dice. They have beautiful new Diplomat and Carbonite dice that are all metal and really pretty. Free shipping right now, actually I think all the time. Free shipping on orders over $30, so get on that. You again use our code DungeonRun for 10% off. And World Anvil, bless you, we love you so much. Create interactive maps, historical timelines, and family trees. Everything you'll ever need to bring your TTRPG campaign to the next level. Use code DungeonRun for 40% off a yearly subscription. Thanks, World Anvil. But we would not be here without Patreon. Patreon.com/thedungeonrun. It is the place to go to for extra bonus content about the show. There's so much great stuff there that we're bringing to you guys, including Short Rest, which everyone loves. We're going to do another one tonight, and one after last week was possibly even more chaotic than the first one. And there's so much more free interactivity, monthly games DM'd by me, a cast secrets, behind-the-scenes looks, and so much more that we're working on coming soon. Go to patreon.com/thedungeonrun. Find the right tier for you. Thank you, guys. Now, as I mentioned last week, I'm taking a breath.
Right now.
Yeah, right now. As I mentioned last week, we have brought back the Blessed and Cursed dice that were left over after the Heroes of Bingo reunion. We're glad you guys loved it, and there were a bit left over at the end of the reunion, so we have found a way to bring it here to the Moonborn, Stormborn story, and for us all to enjoy. So I let everybody know how those were going last week. Ron gets 2 automatic crits whenever he wants. Adam has one blessed die, and there is one floating for any player. And the new update is that Just Jules has decided to give her blessed dice to Josephine. Isn't that nice? Yay!
Thanks, Just Jules.
And I will warn us to keep an eye out for Grim-Fated. Because Grim-Fated had 4 cursed dice left over, and we worked out something special for Grim-Fated.
Oh, weird.
And right at the exact time that it is problematic for them. So well done, Grim-Fated.
Great. Great, love it.
So as you know, we are an interactive show. We use our custom Twitch extension, which you can find as an overlay here on Twitch right now, or you can go to streamlabs.com/thedungeonrun and donate that way. Now, what you can purchase are advantages and disadvantages for each player and the DM. We also have levels of Force of Light and Force of Shadow interactions. You can purchase bursts or glimpses. Glimpses are a little bit, move the bar a little bit. Bursts move the bar a lot. As the bars increase, forces go off, and as we increase the level of forces, it takes more and more of that energy to increase what those things do. In fact, I will let you know that we have reached a Shadow tier 6.
Oh boy!
So one of those will be going off. I'll be going over all that here in just a minute once we get to the show.
I'm so scared.
But you can interact in this way. In fact, sometimes some of these cards are storyboard cards, where we get to have a secret room, or someone tells a story, or they meet someone that they haven't met before. A variety of options.
Or Ron asks us to send him secrets and hold them over for us like a threat.
Hey, you got passed through. You passed through them that time, but they're still around. So, plenty of ways to interact. Your choice on how you wish to do so. Thank you so much, everyone. I think that's it, Sean. I think you can take us into the City of Glass. Woo! It was not long ago that our heroes KoKo Aldershadow, the wandering Feywild Ranger, Cristobal de la Cruz, the wizard of fashion and crafts, Valcorio, the vigilant fighter, and Otto, the wildly arcane rogue, escaped the realm of McAdam to find themselves welcomed into the dark and mysterious City of Glass. In this iridescent metropolis, they crossed paths with one Rhea Stone, a trickster cleric chosen of Lumbral, who, like a celestial guide, led them to the hollowed wall of masks. Confronting their inner selves, they too were chosen. KoKo and Otto were bestowed the favor of Luminath, while Val came under the auspices of Umbrith. In the heart of the city, they found themselves subject to the whims of the Radiant and Umbral governors, celestial overseers responsible for the city's delicate equilibrium. A sinister discovery unraveled as they navigated the city's labyrinthine districts and sought their purpose. The Radiant Governor was none other than Gonzalo de la Cruz, the late father of Cristobal. His nemesis, the malevolent Umbral Governor Baron Medulon, had insinuated himself into a position of considerate power. The Baron's machinations were cruel and calculated. He convinced the Lumbral court that he could hunt waning souls, those who refused to don the mask, and that it should be allowed. He orchestrated the abduction of the Mirror Creator, a portal-crafting automaton, and Gonzalo's body. Bound and restrained within the Radiant Tower, Gonzalo was helpless against the Baron's malignant influence over the City of Glass. Undaunted, our heroes assisted Gonzalo, embarking on a quest to reclaim his form and rescue the Mirror Creator from the Umbral clutches. After numerous pursuits, harrowing traps, and shocking revelations, the heroes emerged victorious, albeit unwittingly entangled in Baron Medulon's convoluted plot. Before they could decipher the Baron's ultimate scheme, they were summoned by their adversary. However, the mysterious Dragon Cave beckoned with its promise of hidden truths. Bolstered by Gonzalo's pledge to buy them time, they ventured into the underground labyrinth to unravel its secrets and hopefully vindicate themselves. Deep beneath the city, they discovered a mystical obsidian cavern, first unveiled by Rhea. Yet the cave was altered. Its prophecy of those born of my blood through the storm now carried a somber tone of sacrifice. The heroes were etched into the obsidian mural, seemingly locked in a tragic battle against the corrupted Lumbra. Their confusion deepened as the cavern's glowworms swirled in an eerie dance. Failshin, a mysterious entity, materialized from the cave's wall, offering clarity amidst the chaos. Guided by Cristobal's knowledge of ley lines and their collective wit, they unveiled a hidden chamber housing a cryptic prophecy. One riddle eluded them until KoKo invoked her favor with Failshin, revealing the answer, Fragment. With the prophecy unveiled, a haunting vision of the fetidborn unfolded, showcasing Baron Medulon, Nagrok, Grimora, a vampire like Leonin, and Capre, all overshadowed by the emblem of the unknown god. Right. As the apparition dissipated, Luminath and Umbrith summoned the heroes to their inevitable destiny. A pact with Bahatha concluded their visit with Failshin, who agreed to exchange the rib for the spine and augment Val's obsidian axe. As the rib transformed into the spine, the Lumbral skull connected with it, infusing it with a sense of sentient life and transforming it into a formidable weapon, an artifact of lore. With Val's revelation of the unknown god presented to Faelshin, we find ourselves on the precipice of new revelations. We rejoin our valiant heroes, suspended in this moment of enlightenment, their destiny intertwined with the very fate of the City of Glass. Suspense hangs heavy in the air as the echoes of prophecy rings in their ears. All right.
I made a lot of noises during that one.
You really
And the one part,
Sorry,
the one
I'm
part
tense.
there that I failed to include in my, that I just realized I failed because I was so, is that we have learned that Baron Medulon, according to Faelshin, is Cristobal.
So you're saying there's a chance he's not?
Oh, yeah, maybe he's nice. Maybe
I
he's a
will
nice
let you
guy.
decide. Is Faelshin trustworthy or not? Have you decided that yet? Don't answer.
Definitely.
Okay, so
He's never lied.
He's never lied.
he has never lied and has always given you
He is
what the deal was
true
about.
neutral.
He's a real jerk, but he doesn't lie.
Sure. So where we last left off, you were in the middle of a vision. The spine had
Mid-vision.
formed, and in the middle of a vision, as your heads threw back and your eyes rolled in the back of your head, a barren desert stretches before you. A landscape of windswept dunes and skeletal remnants under a merciless sun. Its tranquility shatters with the arrival of the assembly known as the Fetidborn. There, Baron Medulon, aka Cristobal, his malevolent aura chillingly familiar. Nagrok, the undead druid. Capre, the Ramhidi, her tentacled arm alive with unnatural energy. An unnamed Leonin, the vampire lord.
Yikes.
And the towering figure of Grimora, the green-skinned venom giant. The silence is abruptly shattered as an ancient black dragon, Dreadfuls, descends from the scorched sky, its thunderous roar stirring the sands into frenzied whirlwinds. Its crimson eyes glitter with malice, and acid drips from its maw, corroding the barren earth below it. Its immense wingspan dwarfs the Fetidborn, casting a monstrous shadow over the battlefield. They stand unimpressed. As the dragon lands, it lashes out with a vicious sweep of its spiked tail, aiming straight for Grimora. The ground shakes under sheer force, but Grimora, deft for her size, sidesteps the attacks, retaliating with a flurry of poisonous arrows. On the other end of the battlefield, the dragon locks its gaze onto Capre, launching itself into the air and swooping down for a lethal dive attack. However, Capre uses her tentacle arm to grapple a nearby dune, pulling herself out of the dragon's trajectory in the nick of time. Baron Medulon quietly observes the dragon's patterns. He begins to cast a series of devastating spells, exploiting the dragon's lesser-known vulnerabilities. Bluish-green light fireballs explode against the dragon's hide, their light illuminating the grim battlefield as they sear the dragon's scales. Nagrok harnesses the latent necrotic energies, summoning skeletal warriors from the sand to harass the dragon and distract it from the others. Meanwhile, the Leonin vampire lord leaps high into the air onto the dragon's back, sinking his fangs into its neck and draining its vitality. The dragon retaliates fiercely throughout the conflict, spewing its potent acid breath and making swift, deadly attacks with its claws and teeth. Yet the combined might and strategy of the Fetidborn gradually whittle down its formidable defenses. A final combined assault from the Fetidborn crashes into the dragon like a tidal wave. The dragon lets out a resonating roar that shakes the desert, and its death cry echoes hauntingly through the stillness as its life is extinguished. The sands around the fallen creature transform into glass under the residual heat of the battle, bearing silent testimony to the epic confrontation that just took place. In the aftermath of the battle, Baron Medulon steps forth. With ritualistic reverence, he places his hand upon the deceased dragon, a dark incantation falling from his lips, The sand around them churns as abdominal energy surges forth, seeping into the fallen creature. The air grows thick with corruption. Every breath tasting of rot and ruin. As the ritual reaches its crescendo, a sickening crunch reverberates through the desert as a tear in reality forms in the dragon's ribcage. From it bursting forth, meat spraying on the dirt, emerges a formless entity, a roiling, bubbling mass of pitch black sludge, emanating a ghastly, otherworldly light. This monstrous embodiment of defilement and ruin is a nauseating sight to behold. Its surface a swirling melange of shadowy tar, luminescent ichor, and unspeakable filth.
Wow.
As it climbs over the carcass of the black dragon. This colossal aberration / dragon undulates and pulses in a rhythm that eerily echoes the empty whispers of the desert winds. Baron Medulon sinks his hand into the sludge, grabbing a hold of the skull of the black dragon and yanking it, holding it high in the air as the rest of the fetidborn kneel in the sand. A repugnant miasma hangs in the air around it, so potent it forms a tangible aura of malevolence that the desert seems to recoil from in its monstrous presence. The sands beneath it blacken and spoil, sapped of life by the entity's very existence. As the vision fades, the final image seared into your mind is Baron Medulon and the crude dragon, a monstrous sentinel standing guard over its heinous creator. Whoa. As hellfire drips from its form. And you're all snapped back into the cave. Immediately, Failshin goes, "Oh, Lord."
Is that real?
Very.
How?
Use your echo.
Yeah? What? Use it?
They used your echo.
How?
It's tied to all dragonkin.
Oh my god.
What? Wait, what?
I must leave soon. I must finish this deal. You see the
Wait, when was that?
That is what I must find. I don't know the time.
Nagrok was dead. We saw him die.
Yes.
But that's not all the time. That's
Baron-
not forever.
Baron Medulon is here. I do not know when this time was.
I used my echo. What?
It somehow used the connection of the ley lines in your tie to the dragon to change this poor creature.
Failshin, I know we don't have a good thing going on, but please help. You saw that. You saw how terrible that is. You can't be neutral anymore.
You see where this is going.
Yes.
It's bad for everyone.
Unfortunately, my powers are all wrapped in deals.
I see.
Now, our deal is not yet concluded.
How do we
I'm
conclude
holding
it?
out the handle of my axe.
Place it upon the obsidian shards on the ground. The face seems to concentrate. Again, this face is on the wall, on the obsidian wall, made up of those bluish-green glowworms. So it's very odd to you, right? But you get the feeling that a spell is cast and emanates from these worms on the wall. Morgan, I've already sent you the information of this axe. Would you like me to read it out?
Even a little better than last time.
Yes. So it's a little better than last time. So the axe can now hold up to 3 souls.
Monster.
What? Souls?
Now these souls, and the way that it can do that is if he does the killing blow on a target, that if that thing has a soul, it can be held into the axe. These souls can be used to apply double your hit dice in max HP down in the target.
Yeah.
So reducing max HP.
Yeah.
So how that works for people at home is he would roll his D10, that's his hit dice,
Yeah.
and double that, and the target's HP max drops by that much.
Woof.
Oh my
It's like the
gosh.
glue.
But that uses my hit dice to do it.
Only if you don't use souls.
Right.
If you don't use souls, he can still do it, but he has to use his own hit dice to do that.
But I gotta
Suck
kill
up
somebody with it first.
Get those souls.
Get the souls.
Use your
With
thermometer
them.
and just start talking.
Give me
over
them
again.
souls.
Yeah.
So at any point, regardless of whether he kills something or not, when he hits it, he can choose to roll one of his HP, take half of that down his own max, and have that roll take down the max of the target.
Don't worry, I'll be using it.
He'll be using it. Additionally, some information that I've shared with all of you, and there's a lot here, guys. The spine has become an artifact of lore, as I have indicated, and it has a couple of.
I was saying, don't read them everything because it's a long list.
It's a lot. It's a long list. I'll read the rest of it when it applies.
Great.
But for now, this thing. This thing, where is it? Here it is.
Spine with a skull on it.
Spine with
Is
two-
called the Lumbral Revenant.
Lumbral Red.
It literally it is a spine, and at the edge of each of it is half of the skull. One half is the angelic skull, the other half is the tiefling skull.
Sick.
It is in the form of a meteor hammer. If you're not familiar with a meteor hammer, excuse me, it comes from, I believe, Chinese lore, if I remember correctly, and it's often used as a weighty instrument that you throw at reach. So it deals 1d12 bludgeoning damage, like a maul would.
Just like small.
It also
Sounds of
possesses,
animals.
because of the spine itself being connected and able to stretch, it possesses the finesse feature, which means it can be used to sneak attack. It has a reach of 10 feet, and adds +1 to attack and damage.
Everything else, I think.
Yeah, everything else, let's figure it out.
Wait for it.
I mean,
Sure.
well, because we'll be here a while if
Yeah.
you read off everything.
Yeah. So it has some other features to it that
It's
we will reveal
very
as
cool.
it's used.
Lots of stuff that
just-
helps us cure wounds.
Yes. Lots of healing. There's some other
healing
things
in
it.
there.
We will get all of that as
Yes.
it's used, which I'm sure it will be.
It tells jokes.
It's so funny.
Makes a mean martini.
Yeah.
rattles
Has a bunch of
your
recipes.
Rattles your bones.
Has its own show, guys. It has its own show. So all of that information is passed to all of you via Failshin's connection to you. And as you finish that, let me go ahead and read off our force.
Sure.
Everything is
Pile it on.
So
Wowie.
it's all come
Wowie.
down to this, folks. It's all come down to this. So
Wowie zowie.
it's also a new month, so we have a lot of our Patreon submissions. So
Join Patreon, get free interactivity.
indeed.
Help us.
Not even 7 o'clock.
We have a burst of shadow from Abracadabra.
Dabra.
We have a burst of light from Braba.
Thanks,
Oh my gosh.
We have 3 glimpses of shadow from Tapartos.
Hey!
A burst of light from Angel Devilson. A burst of shadow from Tuomas.
Yeah.
A glimpse of shadow from Sitar Semu. Oh, excuse me, Sedmu. Sitar Sedmu.
Aww.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whoa.
5 glimpses of light from City Racing Girl.
City Racing Girl.
So, what that means is, we are now level 6. Level 6 of Shadow has gone off.
Okay.
We are 14. No, that's not right because I can't do math. We are 24% of the way until we have our first level 1 tier of Shadow since we've reset.
Yeah.
And we are 12% away from our level 6 Force of Light.
Force of light.
So level 6 Force of Shadow is called Back by Popular Demand. And it comes from Ryan Winters. And it says, read aloud during the next combat.
Ah, come on.
So back by popular demand.
Okay.
And
could be anything.
Ryan's just
Could
sitting
be
down
anything.
in the chat doing
could be a
this.
whole bunch of things.
Could be fruitcake.
I
not
do
gonna be-
also, I do have a correction. Last time, and thank you, Braba, for reaching out to me and letting me know that I reused the card that we had already used. So Supreme Predatory Flanking had already gone off as a Force of Nature card back in the old ways in episode 21. So I reused it last episode, I believe. So there is a different level 5.
Okay.
And so I'm going to read that now. It's called Wait. Where's all the magic items?
Oh no.
This is a card by the DM.
Didn't we do this earlier?
A chest of radiant light appears, opens, and rains 1d4 magic items.
Whoa! Oh, that's great.
So roll a d4.
Who's rolling it?
Not me.
So first, we're going to roll a d4. So whoever wants to
You
roll
got
can
it.
roll.
You
Go ahead,
got it.
Morgan.
Yeah, Blue.
Can't we do a best of 2?
Yeah, best of
3.
2.
3.
Oh,
No,
Okay.
We'll take
that's
the
good.
3. It's pretty good.
Choose 3 players.
Me,
Okay.
Josephine,
All right.
Kari.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll start with
He's
Morgan.
got plenty.
I got
Morgan,
magic.
roll a
Okay.
d10.
Roll a d10.
3.
Out of the chest, a magic item pops out called Eyes of Minute Seeing.
Ooh.
So you can add that to your
That's a
character
good
sheet.
one. I know that. It helps me with
The way that I
investigation
did this,
checks.
just so everybody knows, is there are 9 magic item tables in the DMG. For each number on the D10, I rolled D100 to determine what magic item would come
This
out.
is good.
On 10, it's very good.
I'm probably going to give that to you, by the way.
Wait. So do we all 3 get
Nope,
those?
just
No,
one of those
this
pops
one.
out of the chest.
Okay.
Josephine, please roll a D10.
Come on, 10.
Come on, 10.
10.
Hey!
Yes.
A Rod of Resurrection
Oh, hey.
So good.
jumps out of the chest.
I got you.
That's perfect.
I mean, I assume
might
what
make
it
a good
does by its name.
Now, the Rod of Resurrection is unique in that usually when you use it to resurrect somebody, you roll a d20. If it's a 1, it shatters. This is a one-time use Rod of
Okay.
Resurrection.
We'll take it.
Now, there are other charges, so you don't have to use Resurrection. You either use all the charges for Resurrection, or you can use individuals for heal. It's on the item itself.
Sick.
You can add it via
Yeah, these
your
are
DMG.
all in the...
All right, Kari. If you roll a 10 or a 3, you're going to reroll.
Oh, okay.
7.
7. A Wand of Wonder pops out of the chest.
I know that is
That has a lot to it.
don't
It's
remember
sort of
what that
like
says.
it's sort of like a wild magic wand.
Okay.
So make sure you add that on your D&D Beyond, and it will pop. Other options were
Oh my gosh.
potions of healing,
Sure.
potion of growth,
Okay.
potion of cloud giant strength,
Oh!
potion of supreme healing, javelin of lightning,
Oh, okay.
Ioun stone of leadership,
Ooh.
which is +2 charisma.
Nice.
Ring of spell turning was the other really big one.
Some good ones in there.
So that is a gift from the DM to the players because
you.
I realized while I was going over some stuff that may or may not happen in the next episode or two that you didn't have magic items that you probably should have had. So.
I don't know. I get worried when the DM starts giving us free
Yeah, I'm scared, but
gifts.
Yes.
Not me. I'm so grateful.
Well, another one pops out of the chest. Just kidding. Okay, so when that's finished, Faelshin sort of comes out of his spellcasting state and says, "Our deal has completed. I want to thank you for showing me what you have shown me. I'm not sure what to make of it, and I must away to find what I believe may be occurring. When I do, I shall return.
Well, now you know what's at stake. So
Yes.
don't leave us in the lurch.
I shall not.
Can we have a word?
You would like to have a word?
Would
Or all of you?
you
would
know,
like
we
to have
can
a
give you
word?
privacy. That's what you want, right?
If we-
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
please.
Fine.
Sure.
Was that Adam?
Oh, yeah. That's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah.
That felt like Adam.
I do have a. I couldn't find it before because I had to open up the website, but I have a small blurb of what the actual weapon looks like. Crafted with the same ethereal glass of the city of glass itself, each end of the rumble revenant features the half of the skull-shaped, the skull. The Lumbral skull, resplendent with a multitude of swirling hues that seem to ripple across its surface with an almost sentient will. The supple spine connecting these two the halves of the skull can extend and contract with a thought, providing the finesse feature.
Incredible.
So good.
Before I go, yes.
I can meet you all in the
Yeah, we'll go to the
cabin.
Dayuki.
Don't take too long, please.
I won't be long. This will be very
Don't make
quick.
any deals.
No, I won't.
Just saying. It happens.
Right. I'll be right out.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
Walk out.
Yeah.
She might be asking for a secret room.
All right, yeah. Do you want this to be a secret room, or do you want them? Is it okay for them to be at the table?
They can be at the table.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
So the rest of you are walking out of the cavern, or just into the other?
I'm gonna walk into the other little area,
Okay.
and I'm taking out my seeds.
All right.
I'm giving out seeds.
Like you've left the
So remember, there's
whooshy
there are
obsidian
two
area?
there are two areas
we are
of the
out
cavern.
of your eyesight.
Yeah, could work.
My
And it's two like circular cavern areas provide the
Yeah.
wall that False
Yeah,
is now
yeah,
missing.
It's the most rogue thing I can say. We are. You cannot see
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Okay.
Val's
yeah,
testing
and I'm
his
gonna,
axe.
but I sort of I get close to
Yeah.
the wall, the worm wall, and I'm speaking quietly.
It's lovely to see you.
Lovely is not the word I would use, but
I imagine not.
alive or dead?
Alive. Not in the best state, but alive. Safe for now.
Good. Good.
Would you like me to?
No, I don't want anything.
I'd be more than happy to
Oh, I know you would.
include it as part of our previous arrangement. You did give me quite a bit.
Let's touch upon it another time then.
Understood. As always, if you need me, you know the words.
I know. Farewell for now.
And farewell to you. Rhea,
Yeah.
be careful.
I will be. I have to be.
Yes, you do.
Oh, God.
We have concluded. Is there anything else that anyone needs before I depart?
No.
No, I think we're good, right?
What happens to an echo when it is
Oh, that's such a good question.
destroyed?
Actually-
Val's echo would disappear.
I don't know that you can destroy that type of echo. Only use it to harness the magics that you need. I hope
maybe
it
he has
shall
something
return
on.
to you.
What happens to the echo if Val dies?
I don't know, to be honest.
Sorry, I did not mean to be macabre.
It's all right.
He is the first that I know of.
Thanks for the info.
Yeah.
You know the words if you need me.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Wait.
Yes.
Sorry. That thing, that crude dragon,
Yes.
said he's mine. And I've heard a voice laughing in my head a couple times. It hasn't been able to control me. It hasn't been able to. Do you have any idea what? I really don't want to walk into a bad situation and be forced to turn against my friends.
You are smart, Val. What I have learned and what you've showed me indicates that they have some connection to you now.
Yeah.
I would, if I were you, do my best to sever it. I can certainly try, but you know that comes with some stipulations.
Might take you up on that later, but for now we'll leave it.
Oh wait, Felsion, just to like make sure, he's just a face in a wall, right?
A face made of worms.
Made of worms
on the
crawling
wall.
in
On the
city.
wall. So good, so good, so good.
Just imagine that over this
Yeah,
entire
that's
conversation.
what I want. It's very soft.
Yep.
Felsion, wait. I as an act of good faith, I take the beans I stole from him and I put it in his mouth.
You should keep them.
Why? They're yours.
I intended for you to steal them.
He knows.
Okay, so they're my beans?
Yes. You just happen to be in a place where nothing can grow.
Okay. Well, then I will guard these beans. Thank you.
You may find interesting effects if you were to plant one and sniff the flower.
You want me to? Okay. Yeah, that sounds super chill.
Be careful with those.
Thank you.
We should study them later.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. Then I put them in my bag.
And the worms dance back into their forms where they're clearly showing where the ley lines, the magical ley lines, lay within this cave. And the general light around you dims slightly.
Felshin's face, like he disappears.
Yeah. You're alone.
Okay. That was a lot.
A lot. Oh, what do we do?
We
gotta go, right?
Right.
To
Yeah,
court?
we're running out of time.
And no one is dying. I'm going to look after you, all right? Nothing bad is happening. You're speaking of if Val dies. This isn't going to happen. We are going to take care of each other and watch each other's backs and.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
And on the off chance one of us does die,
Otto.
it won't be forever. It never is.
No, I hope. I know it's so hard at times to trust someone you've just met, but I will not let anyone fall while you're under my care.
We do not know what will happen when we face Baron Medulan. By that I mean Baron Medulan and I are the same. We are of the same.
Oh, I mean
It-
different.
If Baron Medulan
Oh.
is the original, and I am not, and Baron Medulan were to die, then that juncture could be severed, and I may
Become the new original?
stop existing.
Oh. Well,
You know me, though. Remember that time that I told you all about my broken off engagement, and you knew it. I could tell.
Sure.
There was a glimpse in your eye. And like, I've heard this bit of gossip.
Yes, and your father knew you.
So you and I are from the same time and place.
Unless Baron Medulan also knows that.
Yeah, but there's a million different versions of me, and I bet I'm the only one who screwed that up that bad.
if
What if you are an echo?
okay. Remember when I thought
Like, if
everything
you
was a
guys want to go
simulation?
down
Like,
this, yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
you're right.
And here's why. Yeah, because like, if I know you, and I think I do, if Baron Medulan messed up his time, if he messed it up and things went bad, maybe he's here to wreak havoc on ours. We don't know if he's an echo. And he seems like, and I don't want to be like rude, he seems like a different age than you. He seems old. He has like old man energy. You know what I mean?
It's true, yeah.
Right. So that's a time thing. right?
By the
You,
way,
you are young and spry.
You're
and
spry, fashionable.
handsome.
so much better fashion
Handsome.
sense. It's no question. I mean,
Yeah.
he's mixing blue and green
Whoa.
left and right. I mean, it's just blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're okay?
Yes, it's all very
But
true.
truly, you must be the original. Your father would know, wouldn't he?
If he is my father.
You both got so dark.
Look, we don't know.
Look,
what
I
will
do
happen.
not. None of this is relevant. Baron Medulon must be stopped.
He must
The
die.
fetidborn must
Still.
be stopped.
I missed so much when I was
You
dead.
really did.
That's
Like
a lot
there's this
last
big
time.
gap.
Look,
Should we walk out of the
At
cave
the
and
end
you
of
guys
the
can
day-
catch me up?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Let's find my rope.
And
Okay.
At the end of the day, we're going to be standing together and we'll drink a glass of the reddest water you've ever seen.
Yeah, oh, the reddest.
And we'll laugh
Water.
about this.
Cristobal, we all have many facets of the people that we could be inside of us. I'm very glad that we have this one with us.
Yeah.
Agreed. I will say, I know some of us with feathers who will go unnamed might be sworn to kill Baron Medulon,
Oh, absolutely. It is my oath.
but it might be in our best interest to keep him alive if possible.
Absolutely not. That is not an option.
We
He
took-
will die by my hand.
But couldn't,
I will.
but couldn't he die later?
Oh, like later?
We could keep him around, talk to him for a little
At
while.
least until we've got a bit more assurances,
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
right?
But then we kill him.
He
I
has
will-
broken the rules.
You've
and
broken the rules.
We
and
all
we-
took the oath as
You took
well.
the oath.
Of course.
You spilled the blood upon the obsidian. You were in it with me. So you have to kill you.
Wait, what?
I was staring real hard at Cristobal just now. Sorry.
Careful with that eyeliner.
Sorry. My eyes were so
This is
big.
going to be a very messy day,
God.
everyone. A very messy
Is this a
day.
good time to tell Otto they have a wandering eye?
Can we just talk about the vampire Leonin? What?
Oh God, I've never seen anything like that before.
I mean, it was-
We saw Leonin outside of the
We're
Hanging Gardens.
walking.
Yeah, we're walking.
So you're leaving
Yeah.
the cave.
Oh.
yeah, we're leaving.
For sure
the cave.
leaving the
Can
cave.
Rhea leave the cave?
Yes, you all can leave
Oh,
the
yeah,
cave.
there's a moment of
Coco's
Now there's
winding the
something.
rope back up.
Go ahead.
a moment of just like right and walking.
As
through.
you cross the threshold of the cave, a reinvigorated feeling washes over you. And congratulations, because you passed the riddle, you all level
Yay!
to level 7.
Yeah.
In addition, it acts as a long rest.
Oh my God.
Thank
Because-
you.
Wait, I'm like actually fine.
You do not need to rest in this area, but you did spend enough time for that to have occurred.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
So level 7, refreshed.
Great.
I believe you took Rogue, a level of Rogue.
I did, and now I have expertise.
Lovely. And Cristobal, you took a level of Artificer.
Yes, Artificer.
Nice.
And then, of course, you guys just leveled what you already were. Fighter.
Question.
Cleric. Yes.
This Rod of Resurrection,
Yes.
can I attune to it?
So
Is it-
the items that you have been given, you're
Are-
automatically attuned
Great,
to.
that's what I want
So
to
good.
So, yes.
I have a question.
Perfecto.
For the Wand of Wonder,
Yes.
does that long rest include? Would my attunement time period?
That's what I just said.
Instantly
Oh, sorry.
I just said you're
No, you're
attuned to
Okay.
it as soon as it comes out of the chest. I should have written that
Yay!
into the card. It's
Sorry
part
about
of
that.
the
Okay, cool.
I would like to, once we do this, as we're walking,
Yes.
I also have an as we're walking after that.
as we're walking, I need to. Everyone needs to roll and investigate. There's my "It's a Secret."
Yes.
What?
Investigation?
Sorry,
Don't
what?
worry. Everybody needs to roll and invest. Wait, if anyone else sees it,
So good at that now.
Jeez, what?
Please. let me
is it
roll
perception? Because it's a sleight of hand, so everybody
Perception.
needs to roll a yeah.
Perception?
Yep.
Oh, it's good.
Pretty good.
Oh, do you want advantages?
Nat one.
No, it's it does say I get advantage
Okay,
on
great.
it.
Great.
That
19.
one? Ooh, close.
4.
13.
20.
Great.
Oh.
All right.
Never mind.
As you're walking?
You know, it's building on what they had said before and sort of continuing. It's really lovely to be around others again and to feel, I don't know, this camaraderie around.
Were you alone, for a long time?
Well, down here hasn't been the most riveting
Social.
of,
Right.
yes, not the
Automatons.
lot of socializing happening, and I do love it. I love being around others, and yes, I'm very grateful, and I'm sorry for any uncertainty that may come with knowing me at times.
Yeah.
Happy you're here.
Can I ask, did Vaoshin give you a pep talk or something? You seem markedly happier. Lighter, yes, like you've been unburdened or something.
Ooh.
I've never heard you make a noise about this. So live, carefree.
Something feeling better about this fight.
I was surprised to see them earlier. I was caught unaware, and I don't like to be in a situation such as that. But as I said, our relationship is complicated. But
You do like him. You said as much, right?
Like is a strong word.
he, we could say he holds a special place in my heart.
Interesting.
It's nice.
KoKo, pick up your rope.
Oh yeah.
Getting her rope.
Otto, the fight that is going to come up might be quite dangerous, and there are things I can do to help myself face someone like Medulan, but it requires me to use a piece of obsidian. Would you be kind enough to allow me to borrow one until the fight has ended, and then I will return it to you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I give it to you. And I think Otto, his eyes kind of get really big, bigger, because the idea is that obsidian has been a thing that has been taken and used, but you asked for it. That's really meaningful.
Consent.
Otto, is it the same one that you did the ritual on?
Nope, it's a different one. That one's mine.
I can take one from the wall if it is easier for you. I don't want to remove.
No, I had 3 pieces.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And I'm going to take it, and as I take it, these small spiders are going to crawl out from my hands, and they're going to start warping, chiseling slowly away at the obsidian to create an orb.
Great.
And I will then pocket said orb. And that is going to be
Second level artificers get a bunch of cool stuff.
Yes. And I'm going to infuse it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you
The
very
scent
much.
of roses.
Yeah, the scent of roses.
Lavender.
Look, just rub it on your neck.
Rosemary.
Smell
Can
good.
I just say, by the way, there are so many artificer infusions that are so Cristobal. This had to happen right before a big fight, so I couldn't take any of them.
You can change them later.
Can I? Mine.
It is.
Yes, you can.
It is nice that we are all connected by this oath of yours,
Yeah.
Otto. KoKo, perhaps we can come to some sort of amicable agreement of our own and trust each other, not betray one another, and say we have each other's best interests at heart, and to tell each other if something should come up.
Are you asking to be friends?
In a way, and I sort of cut my hand.
Yes!
Yeah, and then
Take 1 hit point of damage.
Yeah.
KoKo takes out their knife and is like, yeah!
Take 1 hit point of damage.
Okay.
Wow.
What do we do with
And just
this?
takes your hand.
Okay,
So-
and then squishes it all
Yeah.
over. And kind of rubs some on her face.
Oh,
That's what it
yes. Yes.
Friends.
Great.
Right,
friends.
but heed those words. And,
Okay.
I mean, that's how I made friends.
Yeah, same. I mean,
I remember.
yes, let us all somewhat walk in those words, shall we?
Yeah.
Can I cast motivational speech?
For sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. So
Great.
moving.
Yeah, oh,
forward.
we're walking.
Let me-
talking.
We're walking and
Walking,
talking.
talking.
Let me tell you
we're
all
not
about
parking
it.
and barking. We're walking.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
not barking and barking.
You all get 5 temp hit points.
Woo!
Yay!
You have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Oh,
Gosh.
why, thank you very much.
If you're hit by an attack, you have advantage on your next attack roll.
Hit
Sick.
by an attack, advantage on attack.
On wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, and
I
this
really
is for the
need
next
that.
hour. So hopefully
Love
kind
it.
of time this right before we arrive.
Yeah, for sure.
Ideally. So-
All right.
Yeah. So it doesn't like wear off.
So, do we know where the Court of the Lumbral is? We do.
It's where the Wall of Masks was.
Okay, got it. So, are we just gonna? I mean, it's probably not the wisest thing to just walk in there, right?
We
Walk
should
in there, standing in a line, and going, "Here we are, shoot us."
we should definitely make sure we are prepared. At which point, I'd like to use one of the awesome cards.
Ooh.
No, hold on, wait. I want to use
One of our amazing force cards.
I want to use chaotic colored bubbles from this just
Oh my
10.
gosh.
Yes.
So all spells spoken out come in a string of bubbles. Any spell bubble that is popped requires an action triggers a spell. The bubbles can be built up to 3 spells total and only require 1 action to trigger. So what Cristobal would like to do is he would like to cast 3 of his cantrips.
Okay.
He'd like to cast his Firebolt
Good.
and his Ray of Frost twice.
All right.
Okay.
And then as those bubbles are floating there in the air, he'd like to pull water from his canteen, wrap the bubbles, and freeze it.
Okay.
So that he has basically 3
Water balloons.
waters, yes, spell balloons.
Great.
Spell balloons.
Spell bombs.
And I'm going to hand one to Rhea.
Oh.
So you have a Ray of Frost.
A Ray of Frost?
Oh,
Ray- I'm going to give one to. I'm going to keep one, and I'm going to give one to. Oh, you have that crazy new. No.
What? No.
Nope, sorry.
I don't have much in the way of ranged weapons.
Yeah, so why don't I give
Yeah.
one to you? You can have the Firebolt.
Awesome.
And I'll
Thank
take
you.
the Ray of Frost.
Thank you very much.
That's good and even.
So all you have to do is, and if I'm saying this correctly, Ron, you basically I'm gonna throw them as a weapon.
Amazing.
Uses your spell attack bonus.
Yes, and
Uses
yeah.
his spell attack.
My attack, which is
what
plus 6.
Okay.
+6. Great. All right, but we're supposed to show up there with evidence.
Oh, whoa. Was that what we were supposed to do?
I mean, we all saw that vision.
But like, memories are admissible in the court of law, right?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
We would need some of the hellfire. We would need to be able to show that there's
Right.
something.
By the way, as you're walking, you're getting closer and closer to the city. You can see that there is large amounts of smoke coming from the Shadow Mire.
Well, everything's still on fire.
We can tell the.
Is it on its way? On our way?
Yes. Additionally, you can tell that there are only 2 towers left.
Out of
12.
Oh!
Huh?
So we need to
Wait,
hurry.
We gotta hurry.
You
We
were in
gotta
there
go.
for, it seems,
Yeah, a while.
a while
What do
in
you mean
terms of
left?
turns of towers.
Oh, tower
Yeah,
turns.
there are only
Not like
2
they're
towers.
gone.
I thought they were
I was like,
burned
No,
down.
as in,
Right,
sorry,
right, right.
yes.
got
Remember,
so
the
scared.
time is told by the
Yes,
turns
yes,
of the
yes, yes.
tower. There are
Just
2
wanted to
tower
make sure.
turns remaining.
Oh, so
It is
burned.
clear to you it's going to take probably a half to a full tower turn to get to from
Hellfire-
this cavern to.
Hellfire fire can never be put out.
Yeah.
So that fire over there in the...
Oh,
Right, we
it's
just-
basically proof because they can't put it out.
Except that they think that we caused it. Is that what they're going to say?
Oh yeah, no. that is
Right?
fantasy,
So how do
absolutely.
we...
Well, what about a zone of truth type?
I mean,
Oh, we cast it on ourselves.
Right.
We can't lie.
We prove our
okay,
honesty.
Oh,
sure.
that's great.
Does anyone have the ability to do that?
Of course I do.
Of course you do.
Oh, good.
I
Great.
only speak the truth, you see.
I mean, you can put me in there, whatever.
Right.
Sure. I mean, and if we like, I can try and grab Megillon and bring him in there with me.
Right. Well, yes. Placement, I think, will be key.
Yes. Do we know where that desert was? Any sign?
Landmark.
I'll give if you have. Let me see. Let me think about it.
Had to ask.
You two can roll history.
Yeah.
I imagine the desert in Final Fantasy X.
Valcorio,
With the
you have sorry, yes, you have advantage from Angel Devil Sin.
Thank you, Angel.
But it has
Go
been
on. Yeah.
Word.
Countered.
Thank you. It has been countered by Lincoln Break.
Thanks,
Oh,
Lincoln
you can
Break.
do it.
And
Word.
Angel. How dare you? Histories.
Yep. And Cristobal, you have advantage from City Racing Girl.
Thank you, City Racing Girl.
Oh, it was heavy.
Oh, it
Dang,
startled
2,
me.
4, 10.
Wow, we rolled like crap.
So good, so good.
Get him out now.
There's a couple of deserts in Mechas and Toss.
I used to vacation in the desert.
you-
they look very similar.
You don't know the layout of Toss, but as far as what you know of Toss, it's mostly cold. So, if it's in Mechatoss, it's most likely in
An
Mechas.
ancient black dragon. I mean, those don't just hang out anywhere.
They don't.
We're walking and talking.
We're
Yeah,
walking and
100%.
talking, we're moving, grooving. Keep going.
If there is any evidence you can think of that we might pick up on the way.
Well, your dad said that a lot of this evidence that I have is
As you're
evidence
walking,
that are bad.
Oh no, we got another one.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Nothing
we
bad
got a
happens.
burst of shadow from Kitty Scritches.
Kitty.
We're all so scared.
She's taking
This is called. This is our Force of Shadow level 1.
Okay.
Called Cassandra's Curse.
Oh,
yeah.
we love a curse.
It's brought to you by Breba.
Reba!
Okay.
I need to roll to determine a party member.
Okay.
Don't worry.
What are the numbers?
1 through 5.
1 through 5.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll?
D10.
No, I shall roll it.
I don't like curses.
It is Otto.
I knew it! I knew it was gonna be me. Oh no.
Otto gets a secret room
Oh.
Right now?
right now.
Oh.
So,
Really?
yeah. So we're going to go to a secret room.
What?
And we'll be right back. So Otto, I'm reading the rest of the card here. You will now be shown one of your fellow's secrets. I rolled to determine who that was, and it was Val. Now, just so you know, when you're shown this secret, you cannot speak of it.
Okay.
It's impossible for Otto to talk about it until the secret is revealed in some other way. Okay? So Otto, as you're walking with your friends, it's not the same situation as with the vision, where your eyes roll in the back of the head and they all notice. This comes to you in the form of a memory, almost as if you're having one of Val's memories. You remember, again, this is Otto, but you're in the eyes of Val. You're sort of seeing this third party to Val. Val is standing in what looks like a courtroom, a throne, like more, not a courtroom like judge, but like royalty. An older, much shinier scaled dragonborn sits in the chair as Val sort of stands there at attention, fully dressed in his royal outfits. His breastplate is shiny. His scales seem very shiny, unlike that you're used to Val having. His rapier at his side, clearly very well taken care of. And he's dressed in what looks like fancy livery, almost as if he's meeting someone important. They sit there in silence for a couple of moments, and across the room, about 80 to 100 feet away, in this large, luxurious room, the ceiling's vaulted. You can hear what sound like seagulls outside through the windows and the washing of sea upon rock. The doors open, and two men dressed in what look like what a banker might wear in feudal society. Doublets with gold trimming and nice buttons, and clearly well fed, very taken care of. They do have hoods upon them, and the hoods are a deep emerald green. The two approach, one of which stops and bows as you feel. Val notices, Val feels that that's the appropriate response. The other individual does not stop at all and just walks straight to in front of the father, and you hear them say, I won't waste your time. Costs must be cut. Val feels insulted, as if his father has been, as you recognize the man the Dragonborn sitting in the chair, his father. This was an insult to his father that was just given to him. But Val feels interested, as if he didn't know what this man is talking about. His father sighs heavily, rubbing his chin, and says, I will do with the money you've loaned me as I please. The man, without a drop of a hat, says, look, cut the costs or we'll do it for you. We're not giving you any money until profit is shown. His father looks at Val. Val seemingly puffs his chest up and stands himself tall, looks at the man and says, you may leave. The man looks at him for a moment. There's a silent standoff between the two. The man standing there looks at Val. Val locking eyes with him for a moment. You get the feeling that Val wants to help. He wants to please his father. Maybe this is something that the eldest born should do. The man says, fine, let us know when the costs are cut. And he turns and leaves. The other man, who still was in his bowed position, lifts his head, bows it slightly, turns on his heels, and follows the other man. As they turn, you see what looks like a symbol on the back of their cloak, their hooded cloak. Their hooded cloak, it's not like a normal cloak where it just comes down to the shoulders. It's a full cape that this cloak is. Emerald green all the way down. And a pile of coins in gold, resplendent, around a orb, held within an orb, is the symbol that you see. You, Otto, have never seen this symbol, but you feel Val think the Emerald Bank is what comes to mind.
Okay.
As they leave, Val looks at his father. His father looks at Val and says, I will handle it. Val does not like that. Val leaves the room, and time seems to pass. Eventually you see Val makes his way to a nearby farm, rides his horse, rides his beautiful chestnut horse from his father's home to the farm. The farmer immediately seems to be waiting for Val as he arrives. Another Dragonborn, Copper this time, seems very deferent to Val. This is all given to you very fast. It's memories of things over and over again. And as he leads Val to where wine is made, the farm is clearly a winery of some sort. And there's large machinery where many of the barley and the things that are used specifically here, not barley, the vegetation that's used to make the wine are run through these machines. The Copper Dragonborn points to one small device that seems to be important in firing up a pressure device to create this moon wine, is what they sell. And Val clearly indicates that this man this is the expensive part. We don't really need to do this. You can do it by hand. Just have someone do it by hand. The Copper Dragonborn seems confused and indicates to him that this would be very dangerous. This aspect is meant to protect the individuals who work on the farm, and if you were to remove it, something horrible could happen. Val doesn't care. Val wants to please his father and demands that the man remove these objects and no longer needs to, in a way to cut costs. He leaves the farm. As he leaves, you can sort of see through Val's eyes that the Copper Dragonborn is not pleased with what he's been told. Time goes by, and eventually a Dragonborn copper female arrives at his father's court. Same situation, father sitting on the throne, Val standing there, proud of himself. And as the Copper Dragonborn enters the room, she tells the father that there's been an accident and that the farmer who was removing the device was killed in an explosion of pressure as it was removed because of the cost-cutting measures. His father is furious, demands that the Copper Dragonborn leave, and turns in fury upon Val. It is a knockout, drag-out fight. He is essentially disowned by his father in this moment. He went against his wishes, resulted in the death of a very important individual, and put the entire family at risk. Val, you feel him sort of deflate and stop caring anymore. He's tried his best, and all his father can ever see in him is failure. And that is the secret of Val. So thanks to Just Jules, we now have a level 6 force of light.
Are you serious?
Like right now?
Like right now.
Wow, so much popping off.
Literally just came out.
Like, thank you, Just
Thank
Jules.
you,
Like,
Just
thank
Jules.
you.
Thank you so
And
much.
yes,
So
Just Jules.
much.
Like,
Hit us with it.
4 more secret rooms.
So I created this not realizing that you might get the Rod of Resurrection, but this is called
We'll take it.
A Diamond in the Rough, and it's by me. A large fist-sized diamond appears.
I grab it.
Auto-sized fist or
Yeah,
like
there's
Val-sized
different
fist?
Like Ron-sized fist.
Oh,
that's a big old
That's
diamond.
huge.
It appears in the hands of Cristobal. Cristobal, inside of it is the perfect replica of a white Tower of Luminath.
Oh.
When used in conjunction with a completely dead body,
Just
Check.
completely dead. It's very
Okay.
specified.
a completely dead, excuse me, a completely full dead body, meaning no parts, cannot be parts, has to be fully intact.
Oh my god.
Something like that. Intact dead body.
Full body.
Full body, full dead.
Putting the diamond within the chest cavity of this body
Yes, good.
will cast a resurrection spell, returning the body to life. When done, you'll roll a D100.
Oh boy.
Between 1 and 75, it will cast Revivify. Between 76 and 99, it will cast Resurrection. And if you roll 100, it will cast True Resurrection.
The odds
So
of that.
Revivify is if we've been dead a minute or less. Resurrection is like 3 days or something.
Yeah, something like that. And then True Resurrection is up to 200 years.
Jeez.
That's great because
200 years?
I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
wild.
I'm probably not gonna use the Rod of Resurrection. wait, for
You just swore
wait,
at me.
listen.
Yeah,
for
because
resurrection.
there's a lot better
Right,
stuff in
right.
there.
I can
right.
use it for heal.
Cool.
Like a
Multiple
really
times.
aggressive heal.
real
I'm
aggressive
not
heal.
intimidated by the fact that we're walking into a fight.
Now that's
We're
level
just being
6.
Gifted resurrection.
yeah.
I mean, it's level 6, so this is the
It's
first of our
huge.
growth, so which means it's supposed to be that powerful.
Do we
So this is the
Nice.
benefit of
Thank
contributing
you.
Thank
to
you
the
so
force.
much.
And
everybody.
I got a crit, right? Coming my
Sorry?
way?
Oh yes, you do
Oh,
have
yeah.
a crit,
Oh.
but not on a D. I don't think.
Yeah, it's only D20.
Aw.
We've never introduced that you could crit on a D100.
Crit on a D.
Just rug, you're like,
We should introduce it on the dungeon run.
Crit on a D100.
Blow up the rules.
Oh God.
I get so
all right,
excited.
let's do this.
Okay. Court to court we go.
Let's go.
Court.
All right.
Oh,
Getting
You.
increasingly worried.
should
question?
I?
No, real quick, I'm just
Yeah.
going to reach over to KoKo, put my hand on her bow, and say, I am sorry for not finding you immediately after sending you after Nazir that time. I value you, and I am sorry that I know we are going into a situation which will be quite perilous, and I want to make sure I said that prior to us getting there.
Thank you.
And I'm going to run my hand down your bow staff.
Oh my goodness.
Family show.
Risque. And a small spider is going to come off it, wrap it around, and it's going to create a bit of a sight on the end of it. So you now have a +1 to attack and damage on whenever you use your bow.
Whoa.
Is it a specific bow?
Well, you only have the bow.
Well, don't I have two? I have two. I have my
have the
regular one,
quiver.
and then I have the quiver. Oh, the quiver.
The quiver is.
I'm like, you have more than one bow?
Fine.
Did we not tell you that?
I
Go,
pick them
got
up
5
everywhere.
bows.
Plus, I've been whittling them.
Artificers, yeah.
Thank you.
You're right. +1 to attack, +1 to damage.
Okay.
Just so you know, the difference between Revivify and Resurrection.
Yes.
Revivify is a 3rd level spell. Requires 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds. You touch a creature that's died within the last minute.
Yeah.
That creature returns to life with 1 hit point, and it cannot return a life to a creature that has died of old age or is if it's missing any body parts. Resurrection is a 7th level spell. It requires 1,000 gold piece worth of diamonds, and you touch a dead creature that has been dead for no more than a century. That didn't die of old age and that isn't undead. It returns its soul free and willing to its life. It retains all of its hit points. It neutralizes any poisons, cures normal diseases affecting the creature when it died.
Yeah.
It does not remove magical diseases, curses, or anything like that. True Resurrection is a 9th level spell.
That just makes everything okay.
And then just like.
And that
You're
basically,
come
you
back
touch a
with LeBron
creature
James.
that has been dead for no longer than 200 years, and that died for any reason except for old age. If its soul is free and willing, is restored to its hit points, neutralizes everything, restores missing limbs and organs. If it was undead, it restores it to a non-undead form.
Wow.
It provides a new body if the original no longer exists.
We're not going to.
But you need the body according to the spell card for
Sure.
the thing
Or
itself.
something.
Yeah. But the idea is that it's essentially wishing him back to life.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take this this giant diamond. I'm going to say to everyone, this will bring someone back to life. I don't know if I should carry it because I'm probably going to be the one who needs it the most.
Keep it on.
But then it's on my body, so then you could just be like,
It'll
"Oh, it's
be
here
so
already." It's
convenient.
not really convenient.
Do you want me to carry it?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna nickname it the Allspark.
Sweet. Canon now.
Transformers cannon.
Another Alan play. It's another Alan play.
So artistic.
Getting worse. The old Spock.
Good.
Put it in my chest.
Yeah, that is very Transformers.
KoKo, more than meets the eye.
In more ways than one.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So continuing on.
Are we staying together, or are we going to kind of pinch at this thing?
I think aren't we just walking the court?
And
Like
Cristobal,
straight up?
Cristobal and Rhea, I mean, should one of you disguise yourselves?
Well, I think that we're summoned to court.
Yeah, I know.
So I think you should be you. It would be really shady. Like
Were
if
you summoned to court?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all-
I don't think any of our abilities will stand up under the scrutiny of the Lumbral.
well, also if we're saying believe us, and then we're not ourselves.
You make a good point. No, yeah, you make a good point.
Yeah.
We're going there with truth on our side.
Truth is on our side.
And we should act as such.
That's right.
But also keep in mind, I mean, there's no way Megillon's not going to try to kill us.
Oh,
right?
he's trying. Well, we will kill him first and faster.
Great.
Yep. Yeah, we just like march forward.
So if we can get the Lumbral on our side as fast as possible and do what we can, maybe Otto, if you can help get any automatons, sort of, if they're around to help.
How do we do that? Do we just kill them with kindness?
What, automatons?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're just super, well, some of them not chill, but the ones like in the Luminoth place, they're just working.
Yeah, they're Yeah, I remember I talked to some.
Right.
But unless they're working, why would they come with us and be on our side?
I have that terrible feeling like I was forgetting something. We don't really have, you have the book, Nazia's book. The Mirror Creator, we assume, is being safely held in your father's quarters. All right. I mean, I'm nervous. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
nervously.
it's good. It's good to be prepared.
You're going to poke someone's eye out if you keep doing that.
And I feel like I have this voice in my head that is bad. So.
Otto goes up to Val, and Otto is very puffed up. And he puts his flail down, puts his hands on Val, and says,
Uncle Jub said before things got scary that we're a unit, and units fight together. You're not by yourself, you're part of our unit. So you don't have to be scared because your fear is my fear. And I'm brave, so my bravery is yours. We're a unit, okay?
Yes, you are brave. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here, why gods thought I'd be the right person to do this, but I think they made a pretty good choice with you.
I know they made a really good choice with you too, okay? And we have to be like, we have to walk in there like alpha energy, okay? We have to walk in there like we know what's going on.
Oh.
Okay.
oh God.
Whoa, wow.
And I don't know what to do with that. Oh God.
I like to think that we all complement each other where
Yeah.
we have different, strengths.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go.
A couple things. One,
You're all dead.
and that's the show. Now that Force of Light has reset back to level 1, it is now possible to reach a level 7 Force of Light.
Yeah.
And if the diamond in the rough is level 6, what is level 7? So, in addition, Rhea, you know that when because you've experienced it once before, that when the Lumbral appears, the Luminath and Umbrith take form, sit upon their thrones. They say nothing. It is all driven by the governors. And when everything has been presented and the governor indicates that there is nothing else to be presented, it is only then that Luminath and Umbrith speak and make their decisions. And it is usually, in terms of what you have seen, quick, and usually 1 or 2 lines at most, and then they move on. That is the way of the Lumbral.
Yes. When we get in there, first the Umbral and Radiant governors are the ones that will be speaking, essentially arguing their cases. So this would be our only chance to interrupt if we dare, but basically they are arguing their cases. Which is good, your father will surely fight for us. But once they are done with that deliberation, it moves on to Umbral and Luminath, and it is quick and it is done, and there is no argument after that.
Let's just say things go so great,
Yes, of course.
and Lumbral hears us, agrees with everything we say. What
Yeah.
power could they have over Megilon? Any idea?
It's a really
The power, taking away the power of the Umbral governor? Was that? I mean, you have to think that would mean something.
I don't know that there is power per se as
Maybe some of
was
his
it a
followers
role?
might
Right.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right,
actually.
that's fine. That's okay.
Have I, when I, so I've spoken to the Umbral Governor via
Yes.
the masks, have I spoken to the Radiant Governor that way?
No.
Right. I don't know that that's something that they have powers bestowed upon them, or if it's just Megidon amassing power in his own way.
But
The last time you were there, the Radiant Governor was not present, so it was only Megilon who was.
True.
Right.
no matter what, it feels like a good idea to get as many people on our side as possible.
Yeah.
Of course.
Are we gonna stop by the bar?
No, probably not.
I mean, well, like, are we gonna pass it on our way to the thing?
No.
No, just kidding. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna bring Bart.
Okay. He might be there anyway.
That's true.
Do I think Eamon would be there?
Yes, usually all of the chosen are there.
Okay.
Okay.
At least they were the last time you were there.
Okay.
Could I call Gast to join me?
You certainly could.
I'm going to reach out to Gast to join me at the Port of the Lumbral.
Goss indicates to you that they are already there waiting.
Great.
Great. We love it.
Cool. Everybody's waiting on us.
Oh, so we're so late.
Fashionably late.
We gotta go.
That's Cristobal's MO. Never
We
on
don't know.
Everything
Making that
fashionable.
trade.
Anything.
I could call Slushy, and then Slushy could be like a look at this fuzzy thing, and then
Good distraction.
by the time
Might be
endear us to
It might
Yeah.
be a good idea to have Slushy with us no matter what.
I would
think
love
so?
if the Lumbral was like,
He
we
was just a little
A dog
need to
lover.
stop this thing.
That is just the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, what, do they have an Instagram handle?
Okay, so KoKo summons Slushy.
Oh.
Yes.
So Rhea, as you're walking
Oh, you don't know about
into
this.
town, KoKo sort of closes her eyes and begins to cast a small spell, and suddenly, as she's walking, she's lifted off the ground as a magical swirl of Feywild-like energy grows underneath her into the form of a winter wolf. It is large. It's about 10 feet long, 5 feet wide, and as the spell finishes, it says to her, "Oh, I missed you.
I missed you.
How are you?
I'm fine. Do you
Whoa,
want to talk?
who is that?"
Oh, that's my new friend Rhea.
The winter wolf sort of moves over towards you.
Let her approach you first.
She smells like
Back of the hand. Back of the hand.
Back of the hand, Rhea.
and as you put your hand towards it, you can feel ice sort of begin to form on your hand, and it licks your hand, causing a little bit of a sharp pain of ice as its tongue is quite cold. And he says, "She smells like you."
Oh, we've been spending time together. Must be the,
They do
She
smell
smells like
alike.
me.
Yes.
we just shed blood, you see.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
That's what I'm smelling. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Oh, you just.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Maybe somewhere dangerous,
bro.
Slushy.
Yeah.
Oh, danger.
We'll bring you around for a vacation next time, but it's pretty serious business today.
We
Okay.
have so many treats, so many bones.
But we are bringing you to approach
Be cool.
the Lumbral like
He's so cute.
he's so cute.
Oh, sure.
You're a winter wolf, so be chill. Be chill until it's time not to be chill.
We'll let you know.
Okay.
What
I
is-
think I understand.
Great.
What's your name?
Sure, he does not.
Slushy.
Slushy.
I used to be small, and now I'm not.
And it's
was a
possible
puppy.
for the
It
other
was-
people in the party to also give commands to Slushy
Yes,
at this
of course.
point?
Yep.
Great, okay.
Slushy is very intelligent.
Slushy, how old are you?
How long have you been here?
93 years?
No, here.
Definitely.
What?
KoKo's real bad at time.
10 towers.
That makes sense to me.
Okay.
I don't understand time. I'm 10 towers and a couple days old.
Oh, you've only had
Slushy's
Slushy
magical across the board.
We had Slushy before this.
Don't try to think too hard about it, honestly.
down here. All right.
He's old enough to be big. That's how
I wasn't, and then I was.
that was happening to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big. You're
Yes.
big.
Yeah.
Slushy knows Mammut.
True.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh.
His tail seemed like it was wagging
I
so
was-
hard.
Do you remember talking to me when I was
Wait.
dead?
Mammut.
Oh,
No.
Frozen's
Okay, just
not.
checking.
Were you dead?
Yes.
Who killed you?
Slushy, it's all right.
It's
okay,
okay, it's okay.
Hey, Slushy.
I'm alive.
Wait,
Yeah, I
brought her
see.
back.
Yay!
But we are gonna find the person that killed her.
Yes, we are.
And we will
Kill them. Eat them. Yes.
Look, keep it chill. Keep it chill.
Uncle Otto is so fun.
Yeah.
Uncle.
So interesting how similar your energy is.
Suppose so.
Yeah, we're predators.
Apex predator.
Apex predators.
Alphas.
Yes, a bit alpha energy right here.
Okay.
Okay, now
All
what?
right, so you continue through the Shadow Mire, through the... Oh man, I gotta look these up. Through the Shadow Mire.
Who else could we summon?
Let's just get everybody here. Through the Shadow Mire.
Where's that will-o-wisp?
Like to
Get in
summon
here.
From the Shadow Expanse, through the Shadow Mire, through the Sunforge District,
Right.
into the Lumbral Gardens. And the Lumbral Gardens, before, when you arrived, they have all the glass flowers. The tower is very... Actually, I have a whole...
Was the Sunforge District empty?
It appears that most of... It doesn't appear to be any movement, other than in the Shadow Mire, where there's clearly a couple of automatons that... they're sort of in front of an apartment going...
I don't know.
Just a bunch of shrugging
We're doing our
automatons.
best.
Playing poker.
Oh.
But it's clear that these have been evacuated and there's no one in the streets. There doesn't seem to be... The only things that you see are the waiting souls that are still sort of just walking around in various forms of from transparent to opaque in various ways. And as you arrive at the Lumbral Gardens, the main tower stands tall at the very end of this alleyway of gardened flowers, one of which you still have upon you.
I don't. It's somewhere else.
What?
Fair.
I want to give Otto a little squeeze from the side and sort of say, take care of yourself. You're far too cute to have anything happen.
You do.
Well, you'll look after me too, right?
Absolutely, I will.
I know you will.
You're gonna be so safe. Puff up.
So strong.
I am.
And then forward we go.
Forward we go.
All right. So as you walk through this garden, the automatons that were there before, clearly tending this non-growing garden, are not here. But as you approach, before there was sort of a break in the wall, and you could go under it, and there's a wall of masks, and then the tower. Here, it appears that a large building has been erected in front of the tower. It looks very much like a castle. Made of glass and bronze and metal and the various in different forms that you've seen throughout the districts. As you approach, it is surrounded by enlightened, chosen automatons. There's a line that surprisingly doesn't... It's very long, but doesn't reach the end of the Lumbral Gardens where you entered. And as you approach... one of the automatons in the back of the line sort of notices you approach and double takes and seems to tap one of the enlightened on the shoulder in front of it and point in your direction. And quickly, everyone, the hundreds of people, the hundreds of creatures and automatons that are here seem to notice you quickly. And through the crowd, two of those guard automatons with glaives with each head as obsidian walk in through the crowd and stop in front of you, sort of stopping you, and you must report to the court immediately, one of them says.
What do you think we're doing here?
Seems to acknowledge you and says, follow.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. In fact, after saying that, Val drops in step behind Cristobal and Rhea, kind of letting you two letting the chosen lead the charge.
They're just doing their job.
Like Val's smoking a cigarette,
literally-
popping his leather collar, like whatever.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to do that right now.
Yeah.
You're supposed to report here. Yeah, I'm here, dummy.
I told you to wear a collared shirt. Why aren't you wearing a collared shirt?
Hey.
Yes, please lead the way.
And as you are, as they escort you through the crowd, no one stands in their way, and they seem to part. And as you get closer and closer, you start to see sort of within this castle-like structure, with its tall spires, it is open-faced, so that the internal parts of it can be seen through glass. You can't hear what's going on inside, but you clearly see that the Umbral Governor stands next to a large black throne. At the top of this throne, there appears to be a black skull with silver teeth, and the horns and the face of it seem to be inlaid with silver. On the throne itself, there seems to be inlaid silver in various curved forms of this. Sitting upon it appears a dark-skinned tiefling, eyes red as the curtain behind you, who is sort of leaning on the banister of the throne, seemingly bored. Next to them is a slightly larger, but not by much, white silver, almost like if you took this piece of paper and turned it metallic, throne. Swords coming out of the sides of the backing of the chair. At the top, a large crown sits, white with a gold, I forgot what they're called, the little part at the top of the crown is gold. And sitting upon it
Crown
is...
tips.
there's a specific name for that particular thing.
Orbeez.
Probably Orbeez.
Orbeez, definitely Orbeez.
We have meats.
And sitting upon it is an Asimar with wings splayed and sort of opening and closing as if being stretched over
airflow.
time. Yeah, sort of.
That's nice.
It seems to be undulating slightly. And this one seems to be paying attention to what's going on outside and looking and makes eye contact with you, Cristobal, as you arrive. And its wings fold in, and it seems to sit and says something to the rest of the individuals inside. Turning to face you as you approach the glass, standing next to the Luminath throne is your father, Cristobal, Gonzalo de la Cruz. Great. No longer an automaton.
Oh my god.
Hey, Dad,
full-bodied, does not appear to be diseased in any way.
Yeah.
That's so good.
He seems to be waiting patiently, and when he sees you, the rest of you don't notice, but you've known your father a long time, and there's almost as if a smile appears across his face when he sees you. On the other side, Baron Medulon seems angry, stoic, shaking almost, and begins to say something in very aggressive way, where Cristobal, your father, holds his hand up high, sort of calming the Baron, and the Baron looks at him, stares daggers at him, and turns back and looks at you as you approach. As you approach the glass, the two automatons turn and set their glaives in the back and wait.
To let us in?
They sit there and wait, they spread. There seems to be a point where you could go through, but it is all glass. Inside, you see Gast, who seems to be sitting in the center in a small chair, further down from the raised platform that the thrones and the governors are on. And they stand, turn to the Umbral Governor. The Umbral Governor nods. Gast turns to your father nods, and Gast turns around and seemingly draws into the glass. As it melts into the rest of the glass and a door opens. A rush of wind comes from inside, as clearly there's some sort of pressure difference between
There's
the two
air
places.
conditioning instead.
Seems that it's very cool.
But
in
it
there.
looks really good because our hair's like flowing. We're like,
Cake is
you
built.
can do the walk-in.
Everybody make perception checks for me.
Sure.
KoKo, you have advantage from Ashjor.
Oh, thank you.
Octavius, Otto, excuse me. You have advantage from Braba.
Thank you, Braba.
Valcorio, you have advantage from City Racing Girl.
Thanks, City Racing Girl.
Cristobal, you have advantage from Just Jules.
Thank you, Just Jules.
And Rhea, you have advantage from Abracadabra, but it has been countered by Lincoln Break.
Oh,
Right, tossing out
yeah.
disadvantages. 14.
14?
23.
Okay.
13.
13?
16.
16?
23.
DC was 20.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
okay,
boy.
it's not that.
Oh, okay. So you didn't make
As
it.
that wind rushes and hits your face, it's refreshing. There's not a whole lot of wind as you have been here.
Oh, right,
But DC 20, there's a small, strange whiff of
Just a whiff.
a sickeningly sweet smell on the wind. Almost as if something is rotting in the distance.
Oh.
Wait, so how
Okay.
We don't know
big
that.
is this? No, we don't.
Okay.
How big is this? Is it a chamber?
It is a very large chamber, yes.
Can we see
Built
the end of
into
it?
the tower, sort of.
Okay, can we see the end of it?
What do you mean by that? Like in
Can
the
we
distance?
see the box? Can we see?
Yes,
far-
you can see that the front of it is.
It's like a steel cage match.
Yeah, it's almost like it's 100 or more feet wide. It's hard for you to tell as you approach, and it's about 100 feet deep.
But we can see
that enters into the tower itself,
Got it.
and has become sort of part of it. As you get closer, and with all your perception checks, you can tell that this has been built with the masks from the wall. They're stretched in different ways, and you can even tell as you get closer and enter this glass room that the thrones themselves seem to be masks melted together.
Wild.
Okay.
So is Gast in front of us?
Yes, Gost, before they turn to let you in, says, it is lovely to see you, Cristobal.
I'm gonna pull their mask out of my pack and say, it is lovely to see you too.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you.
And it seems to hesitate before it puts on the mask. And as it does so, before it was just sort of talking out of this flat metallic,
Nightmares.
almost nightmare situation,
Nightmare.
almost like a mannequin at a store.
It was kind of
But now, as it puts the mask on, it's not clear to you whether it's female or male because it is just
Ghost.
Gost.
Yeah.
But there's a feminine quality to it now that wasn't there before. And they look at you with their own eyes, their mask eyes, obviously, and say, I wish you luck, Cristobal. The evidence against you is large.
Great.
No matter what happens, it has been the greatest honor of my life getting to know.
And you hear from behind you, could we hurry up, please? Some of us have things to do before the Lumbral leaves. We've waited long enough for all of you. There's almost a annoyance from Gost when they hear that. But it's very subtle.
Pat Gast's hand and I guess leads the party through.
Gost
You said it looked like Gost was sitting in like a central chair,
Yes.
so it almost looked like they were delivering testimony or something like that.
almost, I think, court recorder.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Gost turns around, leads you into the court. There are benches on either side. Sitting in the side of the Umbral governor appears a tiefling of I believe I said red-skinned tiefling that you recognize,
The
that you don't recognize but have
Heard about.
Yes, not the board one. That's the one on the throne,
okay.
but you have heard about.
That's
Their name is
We have that.
Oh
name.
yeah.
yeah.
Valfor,
Valfor.
Mr. Nightshade.
Valthor Nightshade. Yep.
Yeah.
Valthor.
but just like-
Oh, I put Mr. That was
Mr.
my-
Nightshade.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Nightshade.
Mr. Nightshade.
If you're nasty.
What a goth name.
We figured out that he was a warlock.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, we did. That's right.
Do you guys know that guy?
He's
He's-
Magellon's right-hand dude.
Security.
He is a powerful sorcerer of sorts.
Sitting on that is the only one who seems to be sitting on the side of the Umbral
Okay.
governor. On the Radiant governor side, you see Ildar Fireheart.
Nice.
You see a female dwarf, a chosen, with a mask, in what look like scholar robes, sitting on the bench, as well as Eamon.
Okay.
Eamon is the okay.
And as you enter, Gonzalo says, "Welcome, Cristobal, KoKo, Aldershadow, Valcorio, Otto, and the Rhea Stone. Please, be seated. Before we begin, I want to say it has been wonderful to know all of you. Thank you. Thank you for all that you have done for the City of Glass. Though some," and he sort of side-eyes the Umbral governor, "it seems that you have been brought here on trial. We will get into this as we continue. But I did want to say, as we are leaning into the rise of Luminos, it is good to see all of you."
Thank you.
Cristobal, you notice there's a missing automaton. Ball is nowhere to be seen.
No ball. I'm staring daggers at Magellon.
Oh, same. I'm like just next to you, just like so angry.
We're mad dogging him hard.
Yeah.
I'm looking. My perception is not great.
Okay.
But I am looking for anything that looks like a focus or some sort of magical item where one might contain some form of power.
Sure. Make a
I have it in my head that maybe he's got the thing holding my echo on.
Sure.
I could be
Make
wrong.
a perception check.
It's a big swing, but
You are straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
4.
Oh.
As you look around, you notice your fingernails, and they're a little long.
We'll get
which
it
is weird.
taken care of.
Sorry,
We'll get it
sorry,
taken care of.
sorry.
Now is not time.
Since I'm also like staring daggers at him,
Sure.
can I roll to see similarly but different? Because I wouldn't be looking for your echo. I'd be looking for like weapons or things of magical.
Sure. Absolutely. Otto, you have advantage from City Racing Girl. It's also perception.
Okay. I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Big roll.
So, Otto, you definitely see that there is some sort of rod at his hip.
Okay.
Let me
A rod, do you
pull this
say?
up.
rod.
Yep.
I like that.
Rods, as you well know, can hold spells sometimes.
Okay.
They can be used as foci. There's a variety of. They can even be used as a blunt instrument if necessary. Let me. With your natural 20, you'll get more
as a
here,
baton.
Otto. So let me go ahead and pull that up here.
You never know. You
Where
That's
are
my
you?
bopping rod.
That's my bopping rod.
I cast spells with this one and this one.
Guys, I have way too many.
Wish that was Magellon, please.
Way
Big
too.
old yeehaw man.
Way too many
He has too many
characters.
things.
I have way too many
Oh,
characters.
okay. Magellon's got 20.
You
now.
notice that he's got 2 rings, one on each hand.
Oof.
There seems to be some sort of tattoo underneath his high-collared shirt,
Hot.
and
No.
He,
Sorry.
sorry.
he's oddly wearing what looks like metal armor.
Oh.
I mean, theoretically, he looks like Cristobal, so it's a compliment, right?
But he has old man energy.
You know, he's got his mask. Half of it's black, half of it's emerald green.
Reformed bad boy. I get it.
And he's got a necklace. He's got a necklace around his neck.
Okay. Oh my god, this man is flush with magical items.
I mean, he clearly looks
lit.
that he's rich,
would be,
right? He
though.
looks like he's
I
rich.
mean,
Mostly wearing, other than the green, there's little bits of white, like similar to the same metal that the Luminath throne is made of, sort of like a white shiny metal. But most of it is black and green that he wears. And with your nat 20, there's what looks like a large bulge in his sack. At his side.
Okay.
Easy now.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Nope, that is me.
Freezing.
You're fine. It's me.
Yeah,
I'm problem.
Yeah, and I am.
Yeah, get it together, Surena.
It's definitely you.
No one else was thinking it.
In his hip bag.
Yes.
He is carrying something.
Yes, something concealed.
Yes. He's concealing something in his hip bag.
Yes.
Thank
Great,
you.
great,
That's the
great.
best way to put it.
I got you.
You also notice.
Wow.
Otto.
Nat 20.
Something odd seems to appear to your eyesight. It's almost as if detect magic is working without casting it. But all you see is that there seems to be a tendril of shadowy essence that comes from Medulon into the chest of Umbreth, who sits on the throne.
Like a connection?
Yeah.
Very similar to that, and you feel the umbral revenant sort of vibrate at your wherever you store it.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, he knows
However
we
you
have the
store it.
spine for sure.
Oh, I didn't even consider that.
Also,
alright.
while this
I
is
want him to
happening,
know.
KoKo is looking at all the exits.
There's one,
Okay.
What?
But was
The one
hoping
that you came
there
in
was
with.
another one.
and in fact, as you look for the exits, you notice Ghost
Hey.
has sort of appeared from the sides,
Okay.
and he draws the door back, and it becomes solid glass.
I tried yet to do that.
And also,
fire
KoKo is
hazard
kind
now.
of searching for the source of that sweet smell.
Okay, make another perception check for me, KoKo. You have advantage from City Racing Girl.
Forget to
Thank
mention
you.
that Crew Dragon is right behind him.
Oh boy. Okay, 14.
+5.
It's almost as if you can't sense it anymore. It's gone, as if maybe it was a figment of your imagination as
Sweet
you entered.
farts.
Don't like it.
Could I make eyes at Umbreth?
Sure.
Just try to. He's looking bored. I'd like to try and get his attention. Maybe throw a wink that way.
Sure. How would you like to do that?
I just like to catch his eyes. I don't know what he's. Yeah, I don't know
You just
how
walk
unrealistic.
hotly.
Yeah, I right.
Just do
The
a
wind
charisma check.
catch.
Yeah.
That works. Just a regular charisma
Rhea
check.
can do it.
Yeah.
KoKo's like, you should flirt with it.
Yeah. Almost like a.
God.
It totally works.
It works every time.
Like, get out of party tape.
Dirty 20.
Hey.
Hey!
You sort of, flirt as you do, throwing
I
the
do.
hair,
Sort of
and he seems completely
Look at that
which
smolder.
look we all failed. I don't know about y'all, but if that's the role, everyone fails, including everyone at home.
Everyone's staring.
Everybody fails. But the Umbral governor the Umbreth just seems to not notice whatsoever.
Is he like listless almost?
No, not listless. Just sort of like it's hard to tell because he doesn't have pupils like you do.
Sure.
But you might even feel like his eyes are sort of
They don't
glazed
love
over
that.
and he's looking in the distance, maybe
Right.
somewhere else.
Umbreth has a-
His weird eyes.
It's never not worked. Wow.
Baron Medulon says, "May we proceed?" as he looks to Gonzalo and says, yes, the floor is yours. And Gonzalo sort of steps back next to the throne. Luminath sits back, writes himself, and clearly is ready to listen. Umbreth still just sort of listless is a good word, I guess. Listless and dead-eyed. Good. Well, as many of you well know, I will point to the evidence we all can see with our own eyes. There is part of my district on fire. Now, I have some witnesses here, on both sides, in fact, who can account for the locations of these false worshippers. First, upon arrival, I told one Rhea Stone to bring these newcomers directly to me. She refused, though told me that that's exactly what she was doing. Now, in her defense, she did ensure that they donned the mask, so I will give them that. However, almost immediately, they worked in opposition to my plans for the city. As you well know, Umbreth and Luminath, you have tasked me with finding ways to break Thasha's storm barrier, and I have done so. But in doing so, and in using the choices that I made to make sure that that could be achieved, these five stood in my way at every moment. First, they raided a warehouse of mine and followed one of my own servants to do so, entering without permission, ransacking it, and burning it to the ground. I would be able to offer evidence in the form of witness testimony. However, they murdered those who were sent to protect the warehouse. I can offer one individual, who I cannot seem to find, by the name of Nethzir, who could account for such flagrant murder.
My eyes go to, when he says Nazir, I look at Gonzalo.
Gonzalo seems to not have any... He seems very much hiding anything.
Okay.
It's clear that he's trying not to give anything away.
Yep, fine.
But I have been unable to find them. Mostly because I believe they also have been murdered.
I'm sorry,
by
are we
these
going to be able to speak?
You shall be quiet until it is your turn to speak, Rhea Stone.
Understood.
You will have your chance. Now, they made their way from this warehouse to my personal abode, where they destroyed my automatons, stole from me, destroyed my home, and burned down another warehouse within my district. I can prove this because one of them carries the very items upon them. Now, if I may, and he looks over at Gonzalo, have them searched. Gonzalo says, I think that is a bit much. But I believe in the truthfulness of this group. Do any of you have these items?
Specifically, what?
What?
There is a wand and a few potions of mine that one of you has.
Wait, no, I don't have. Wait, do we?
I will point out to their talking amongst themselves a suspicion that they do.
We are just forgetful.
We've been through a lot.
A lot.
Gonzalo says, so none of you have these items?
What proof have you that these items are yours?
I can simply cast a spell of ownership if you wish. Gonzalo says, you're saying none of you have these, yes?
No, I step forward.
I think I do too. So I, Surena, have ADHD. I
No,
have
you
something?
don't. I have them.
Okay, cool. I
have
don't. Nice.
You have the diamonds.
But those are.
I have a wand and several potions that I found with my father's body in a building in your district. I assume these are not what you are referring to, because that would infer that you are also in possession of my father's body.
Clearly, your father has his body, and if you had simply
I
met
had
with
returned my father's body at that time, at
yes.
which point I tried to seek the ownership, but I have not yet found it. So
Gonzalo
you are
says,
saying...
Cristobal, please, let the governor speak. Continue.
This is ridiculous.
If they had simply asked, I would have told them that the body was being used for research in the very thing that the Lumbral had decided I should pursue, the portal and the mirror creator. Had they simply asked, I would have told them where the body was. Gonzalo says, I know that is not true. And I will offer the evidence that I did not know where my body was. It is mine. You should have told me. I was in charge and thought it better that I keep it. No, that is not how it works. You are saying they stole from you, and you are upset. You stole from me.
Literally you. Whole body.
Now, Cristobal, thank you for being honest about what you have.
Of course.
May I have these, please?
Of course. I am glad we can find the owner.
He steps forward, he takes them from you, he drops them at the table that Gost is at, and he looks at the Umbral Governor, and as he takes his place back up the throne, he says, there, your items, it's a simple misunderstanding, and your items were returned to you. How convenient. Well, the truth often is. Yes. Well, how do you explain that one of them has masks of those who used to be embraced and now are no longer? I believe Otto has them.
Can I speak?
Gonzalo looks at you. Is this true, Otto?
I step forward very gingerly, and I say,
Yes, it is true, and it is because I found them in Baron Medulon's place. I thought that it might be evidence of wrongdoing. That's why I took them.
In the twisting lanes, there was a warehouse.
There was a warehouse, and our friend KoKo was, well, kidnapped.
Murdered.
Murdered! She was murdered. And I took these as evidence. So you could have them back because they are proof of wrongdoing.
Gonzalo looks at Baron Medulon. Baron Medulon says, well, it appears that your friend is alive and well.
After I brought her back.
And Gonzalo says, I will serve as witness to this testimony. Not only with Otto bringing her back to her body, also helped bring me back to mine. Well,
We're just helpers.
We're just helpers.
I call forth the two enlightened that witnessed these 5 in my district. And the glass door, Ghost walks to the glass door and opens it. And from outside, everybody roll wisdom as they walk in. KoKo, nope, sorry. Valcorio, you have advantage from the dungeon speed run.
Thanks, dungeon speed run.
Rhea, you have advantage from City Racing Girl, but it has been countered by Tuo Mask.
Nat 20, thank you, dungeon speed run.
Save? Wisdom save or just...
Just a wisdom check.
Straight wisdom.
12.
6. No.
15.
DC's 15. You two recognize 2 of the Embrace that were outside of the warehouse in the Shadowmire that witnessed Rhea as Netzir ran into the warehouse building.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
These two enlightened were in the streets when Rhea Netzir interacted with Nazir outside of the Shadowmire.
They didn't see that was me.
Did not know that it was you, just saw that a Netzir and another Netzir, and that Netzir ran into the house, and then it started to burn.
And then I ran into the house.
And then you ran into the house.
Correct.
And came out of it as it was burning. And the Baron says, please, may it please the Lumbral, tell us what you have seen. And that is exactly what they both seem to identify. Now, I believe, and I have great proof, as you well know, Gonzalo, that Rhea is a shapeshifter, and that she, or they, whichever they may be, was appearing to be one of my lieutenants Netzir, ran from the group, and Val ran into the building, burning it as it now burns. I believe he did this with some magic that they brought. I have no proof of the very magic themselves as the building continues to burn.
I'm sorry, did you say no proof?
Well, I do have the proof that you were there, and as you exited...
Yes, but no proof of the fire, right?
Would you
just wanted to make sure that was very clear. Can you repeat that one more time?
Would you like to enter the fired building now and grab it yourself?
I mean, is that
the proof is there.
That it's on fire.
And that he went into the building.
Netzir
and it
went
started
first.
building. Yes. The problem being, that Netzir was you.
So, just so I understand, please, Governor, let me know if I'm right. Who do you think started the fire? I would love you to name a name.
Val and Rhea as Netzir.
But
So
you have
together.
no proof of this.
I have proof that you went into the building.
Yes.
And when you came out of it, it
There
was
was a
on
fire.
fire.
You do not have proof I went into the building. That was Netzir.
True, and
How
you
do
don't
you
have proof
presume?
that it was on fire when I came out. It was actually on fire when I went in.
Well,
You did say that earlier.
is that how you saw it? And the Enlightened say...
I was there.
And the Enlightened, waiting for the Baron, you may speak, say that what they saw was that you ran in, and when you came out, you were covered in black scars, and it was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to think that you started this fire. If you are under its effects as you leave
That's
the
a
building...
massive assumption. So you can call it evidence, but it's pretty circumstantial.
Gonzalo says, I seem to agree. You would.
You think he willingly damaged himself with his own magic?
I think he had an accident when he was setting it aflame.
I don't really think it matters what you think. It matters what you can prove. So keep talking, because this is just getting funnier by the minute.
Can I roll an insight on
For
him?
sure, absolutely.
Great. I just want to see how he's doing with our pressing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is a 17 plus 5.
22.
He seems to know that he's losing and doesn't seem to care.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay, all right.
Got an ace up his sleeve.
And says, well, despite this disagreement, my word carries more weight than yours. And we have witnesses that of this.
Is this how you're...
I'm speaking.
Oh my god.
Gonzalo says, you are taking too much time.
Dang!
You are accusing them of things that will cause them to be killed. Of course they are willing to interrupt you and defend themselves, especially when they are being accused of something they did not do. You have no proof they did not do it, and you have no proof that they did. This is a farce. It is not a farce. I was doing my job and they got in the way. No! You were attempting to overthrow. That is ridiculous. It is not. Do you have any of the sludge?
Nope.
I thought we took some.
No.
Oh. Gonzalo's caught unaware. Oh.
When? How?
From the
What sludge is this you
I
speak
thought I
of?
had taken
I
some
thought
a
you
long
had
time ago.
taken-
No,
Yeah.
the barrel got taken out from under the warehouse.
Oh, that's a different barrel. So many barrels.
Okay.
Oh, saying no proof now, huh? No proof amongst you about this sludge?
Gonzalo says, don't pretend you don't know what this is. You know.
He knows all too well.
He does.
I have it. I have proof of a different nature.
We are speaking.
I will allow him to speak. Please, Cristobal.
Thank you, Gonzalo. You claimed Nasir as your agent. Not
Yes.
but a few moments ago.
I do.
I'm going to reach into my pouch and pull out the writings that Nazir had done about creating portals through the other, utilizing souls as the main form of power. What I have here is proof, and I'm saying this to the Lumbral, that the Baron, or the governor, was utilizing resources of the Lumbral to affect change to this plane for their own personal gain, as illustrated by these writings by their main agent, Nazir. And I'm going to slide this towards...
Gonzalo takes them, flips, well, looks at the one page that you have.
So that's all I got to say.
And hands it to Gost, who places it upon the table they're in front of.
This is what they were utilizing their warehouses for wrongdoings, for misappropriation of resources. If nothing else, this could conjecturally suggest that the governor is doing things behind your back, Great Lumbral. And I think that causes for a deeper investigation into the governor's practices.
And burning evidence of that wrongdoing.
And the masks that we found was simply the ashes of the souls that they used.
As batteries.
Gonzalo looks at Baron, and the Baron says,
I was permitted to use souls in this matter by the Lumbral themselves, as Rhea can attest the last time the Lumbral was here.
So those masks I found, that was fine? So you were
Those
saying...
masks are the people that you murdered.
No, but you said you were allowed to use souls.
Of the waning souls.
Right, so...
Ones that wouldn't have masks.
Oh,
Correct.
Got it. So those masks I found weren't your masks?
They're your masks.
They're in your warehouse.
But they're in your warehouse. Where would I get masks? I just got here.
I don't know.
How would I even use a
Surrounded
soul?
by black
as
ichor.
Otto says, use a soul, there's a large boom outside. Everyone sort of looks around out in the glass. The Shadow Mire appears to have exploded.
Whoa.
And there begins to rain ruin and stone and metal upon the glass wall, sticking into it, not shattering it, but spider webbing it. Again, Umbrith. Luminath seems to react.
Can I kind of whisper to Cristobal and I sort of say, like, there is something wrong with Umbrith?
The Luminath seems to react and look outside, and then stands and looks almost to the left towards where the cave was, in that direction. Looks at Umbrith, melds into Umbrith, literally in front of you, into the one person. The Umbrith side into two people. One side is Umbrith, the other side is Luminath. Luminath, their one wing flays out, their eyes burn with a white radiant light. The Umbrith side seems dead-eyed and slack.
No, because no.
And Luminath says,
She has arrived.
and flies straight out of the building into the distance.
Do I still see the tether?
No, the tether seems to, as Luminath melds into Umbrith, that tether disappears. You see, everybody roll perception checks.
Okay, all right.
Rhea, you're the only one who has advantage from kitty scritches.
Finally, not negated.
12.
17.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
23.
23.
17.
17.
23.
23.
Dang.
12.
12.
8.
DC's 15. You notice that for the first time, Baron Medulon is caught off guard.
Oh.
He did not expect that. That was clearly not his doing. And he sort of looks around. This farce has gone on long enough. And he grabs from his bag and pulls out what looks like a dragon skull.
What?
No!
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh my god.
No.
How are we sitting?
No.
Yes.
Well, this is going to be for another debate. This is going to be for a debate.
Debate.
We're
Morgan.
sitting.
Okay, we are going to go to our intermission. And we will be back as we get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Amongst you, the Umbral Governor, the Radiant Governor, all of the individuals within the glass, and everyone outside. Those outside seem to have been thrown down and prone by the blast that has occurred. And I will get to a description of everything else when we return. Stick around. Combat is upon us. And we've got some cards to kick off.
Let's go. And we're so excited to be working with awesome companies that are our sponsors, including people like Dogmite. Dogmite Games are the official wood sponsor of the Dungeon Run. They create the most beautiful custom GM screens, dice boxes, player pads, writing tools, all of the accessories you can imagine for your tabletop game, all in beautiful varieties of wood and other stains and just the most gorgeous stuff you've ever seen. Go to dogmite.com right now. Check out all their custom options to make these screens. They've got dragons, they've got necromancers, just the most awesome things you can ever imagine. And use our code DungeonRun for 15% off anything in-store or custom-made. Thank you, Dogmite. You guys are awesome. Also, we're working with the awesome people at World Anvil. Go to worldanvil.com. They have the best world building and organizational tools on the internet for running any game, D&D, Pathfinder, Vampire the Masquerade. You imagine it, they can help you run it. They have, ways to track the timelines and bloodlines of years of adventures for stories. They cater to novelists as well. Any type of creative can use World Anvil. Go to worldanvil.com right now, and again, use our code DungeonRun, and you get 40% off a yearly subscription to World Anvil. They're amazing. Lastly, the great people at Die Hard Dice. They're the kindest purveyors of dice in the land. You see us using their dice every week. Dice accessories. They currently actually have in their store custom dice by our friend Todd Stashwick. His company Nerd Circus have these beautiful dice that are inspired by a 70s lava lamp that you have to check out. Go to dieharddice.com right now. Check out Nerd Circus Dice with Todd Stashwick. And again, use our code DungeonRun for 10% off there. Thank you, World Anvil. Thank you, Die Hard Dice. And thank you, Dogmite. You guys are the best.
we return to
Scared me so bad.
I'm sorry.
Morgan's stressed.
I'm sorry.
Morgan's stressed. A couple things before we get into the battle. One, if you had some trouble with our donation link, we're not sure why that's the case.
It seems to be
It
working.
seems to maybe have worked itself out. So please, if you feel free to donate. It should be working now. Okay, we've got a couple of things before we even get to Otto. So we've rolled initiative. Otto will be going first at 24. Then Baron Medulon. Then Rhea. Then Val. Then KoKo. And then Cristobal.
We did not roll well.
Everyone else will go on 20 or at the end of the round, depending on who they are. And we've got a couple of cards we've got to read out because these are the things that are currently in play. First of all, I believe Kari has a card with a string.
Yeah, I don't want it.
With a string?
Can I have the card? Or you want to read it?
Sure.
Yeah.
This was a Force of Nature Tier 1 from Brava. Banana split the party. At the start of the next combat, the Banana Eater,
Which is Kari.
must mark a line from one side of the map to the other using a piece of string, positioning 2 players on one side and the rest of the party on the other. Until the fight is over, no characters may cross the line for any reason. This even blocks teleportation.
Oh my god, okay.
So you cannot move anyone.
What?
So you have to lay the string now in order to fit that. So you may do so now.
Who's who on
Yeah.
the, can you
So these are the party. We have, here is Cristobal.
Yeah.
This is Otto. This is
so
Val.
little.
This is KoKo.
I
This
do
is
this?
Rhea. I'm going to face her. Just paint Rhea. This is Slushy.
Oh
in
yes,
his large
she's
form.
bigger than all of us.
Yeah, that's your options.
Can we argue
Just-
some?
There's a very clear.
Just
Can
make
we
sure.
argue some position changings in the start? I feel like I
Yeah,
wouldn't
because
be
you
standing
placed us
there.
there.
If
I would,
you know what I'll do, I'll let that argument be made.
Okay.
But it's going to be done if your initiative was higher than the 20 mark, which is only Otto.
So Otto.
I get it.
So Otto, you can move around before this is placed down.
Okay, well, that's that. Like,
This is you, this little person here.
yes. But that long-haired gentleman, that's Medulon.
Here?
No.
Closer in the middle.
That?
That.
Yeah, so this is Daxed.
Okay.
Okay.
Baron Medulon's there. He's got a skull on his platform.
Oh, I see.
Gonzalo is there next to the Lumbral, the Luminath throne. This is Mr. Nightshade, as Rhea so named him. This is this is Ghost Nightshade.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean like major map movement. I just meant who we're standing next to, because I wouldn't have stood next to KoKo.
I can certainly do that.
I mean, fair. No, it's fair.
That is fair.
Who was I
Is this better?
whispering
Is this
to,
better?
and who was it? Yeah.
Can you move me a little this way?
You want to move
Towards me.
towards you?
Towards me, like in a straight line.
5, 10,
Thought we were friends.
15.
Oh, you're like
20?
straight up.
More?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Thank you.
All up in there.
So 2 people have to be on one side, 3 have to be on the other.
Oh my god.
Does it have to be a straight line?
I feel like that'd be pretty hard, wouldn't it?
I don't think it says
I don't think it necessarily says straight.
No, it can be
It's
whatever.
it's a banana line.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
That's
That's
Val.
Val.
That's Val.
Mhm.
You and
Rhea.
You and Rhea.
Cristobal.
Okay.
You and Otto.
You've got ranged and you've got slushy. You can stay back there.
Okay.
And Rhea.
Yeah, I do have range. It's true.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
I need to get close.
to me.
Yeah, we can't stop
Sorry.
Val
You're
from.
I feel like no.
No,
This.
do it horizontal.
Oh, you want me to do it horizontally? But then we can't cross over that way.
Yeah.
You can't cross the line.
So that's what I'm going.
No, I know. If it can curve, if the line can curve, literally cut off Rhea and KoKo from the rest of and keep you ranged
Or,
over in the
wait,
corner.
is Cristobal also ranged? Or
I'm
no?
very ranged.
You are very ranged.
It could be us too.
So you want me to do this?
Or Cristobal and Rhea.
No. It would be good if we can
Just
move
knocking
forward.
them all
I don't think
over.
it should be horizontal. It'd be good for
Okay,
us to be
all right.
able to move
Okay.
up.
Because then you
Okay.
wouldn't be able to move
Otherwise-
up. We want to get
Okay.
those guys.
We'll be stuck to the back of the
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Ooh.
Nope.
Nope.
You do.
Can you just do it like this?
Yeah, north-south.
Like
Yes, yeah.
Sean, can you put
because-
on the Benny Hill music?
Like, do what?
more towards
Please don't.
No. Sorry, you give Val a straight shot to the
Here, move out of
thrones,
the way. So
Okay,
you
thanks.
and
This
do
is really weird.
put Rhea and Cristobal on one side, and just do a diagonal.
Yeah, okay, yes.
You see what I
Honestly,
mean?
yeah,
A
just
diagonal,
right
yeah.
here.
A diagonal, yeah, directly from where.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Rhea and Cristobal on one side.
Right
like
there,
here.
yes. No,
Yeah,
straight down towards the
something
throne.
like that. Except
Perfect.
You want access to both sides.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, if you can.
No, do it a little
Okay, yes,
further
there.
there.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is what you guys want?
Right, because we can still move closer.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
that's
get
as
the
good as
other
it's gonna
side.
get.
Okay, guys,
This line?
good luck.
It's as
Good
good
job,
as it's gonna
Kari.
get.
And you can reach
Yay,
the throne.
Kari!
I don't know what's gonna make sense.
This is gonna suck no
So
matter
neither
what.
of us can cross the other way, though.
If anybody has a problem with this, blame Brava.
Brava.
Sorry that
I
took
love
me
it.
so
Personally,
long.
I love this because it doesn't say that enemies can't cross.
No, it's just
Exactly.
us, right?
Oh
Or
my
NPCs.
goodness!
we got
Or NPCs.
healers. We got healers on both sides.
Or NPCs, that's correct. NPCs
So
or
fun, so fun.
bad guys. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one is Supreme Predatory Flanking. So
Wait.
when this is a card that's already gone off.
That's good.
When two allied creatures are within the melee range of an enemy, but parallel to each other on opposite sides of the defender, so when you're flanking,
Yeah.
Okay.
you get +4 to each attack against the foe instead of +2.
Wow.
Or instead of you get +4 in addition to the advantage. That's it. Sorry.
Is for everyone?
It's
Yep.
It's for PCs,
And
monsters,
that wasn't
and
the
echoes.
old
But
one?
not.
I thought that was
Oh.
the repeat one.
I thought it wasn't. Oh, that's right.
We had already had it and
Oh, so-
activated.
Oh,
that's
okay.
why it was
But it's
repeated.
okay.
Because this is the first
Copy.
combat since
I
that
thought it
one.
had
I
gone
see.
off and we
It had
used
not.
it already.
It had not.
Ron,
+4
so
flanking.
I have my
Cool.
familiar slays with me.
Okay.
Do you? You're supposed to roll its own initiative, or do you just want to have to go on my initiative?
It'll go either before or after you choose.
Got it. Thank
Yep.
you.
And then finally, the level 6 shadow tier that went off, back by popular demand.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we don't know what this
The
is.
donuts.
The DM says, back by popular demand. The DM chooses an NPC from season 2 that joins the battlefield.
What?
Oh no.
This back by popular demand presented to you by Grim-Fated. Nagrok joins the battlefield.
Oh,
We thought we killed
So,
you.
so what was that like?
I
Because
hate
that
it.
wasn't.
I hate
sucks.
it.
He
He's like a
sucks.
druid, undead druid warlock.
He's like.
Oh, cool, no problem.
No problem.
Thank you, Grim-Fated.
I hate it.
I hate it.
Nice job, Grim.
Wait, did it say it had to be an enemy?
It says I get to choose.
Oh, God.
Oh, so.
So I chose because Grim-Fated.
It could have just been a super nice
It could have
NPC.
been. It could have been just like a squirrel y'all met earlier, but no, I
That
decided
gets
it was
us
this.
bonuses though to her weapon.
So
Ooh.
We now have 2.
Yep, we got
So-
two fetid.
so there are some bonuses that the party gets because of the artifact of lore, the Lumbral Revenant that they have.
So that's going to be 2 healing words,
so,
1 cure wounds.
They will get some healing
Available.
because there are 2 of the fetidborn on the field. Okay, so Otto, you have. It is your turn.
All right, I'm far.
Yeah.
Which is good and fine for me. I'm gonna run
It's fine for me.
towards me
Okay,
in a diagonal.
gotcha.
I thought you meant
How many? What distance?
30?
5, 10, 15.
No,
20?
that's good. That's,
Okay.
yep.
Right
And can I move the, 10 forward?
Sure. And 10 there?
Towards
sorry,
towards
okay,
KoKo.
so, here.
Yes.
That's your
Great.
30.
And I can't reach anybody right now, right?
Because he's on the. Medulon's on the other side.
Well, that's okay. I kind of.
Oh, okay.
He's not Nagrok. Oh, he's on the other side of the throne.
Yeah.
He's not on the other side of the string.
Yeah.
You can shoot across.
You can shoot.
Okay.
And you got your.
But
water
does my
balloon.
flail go across?
The
I mean,
flail's
I don't think...
range
No,
is 10
10
feet. You're
feet.
not supposed to
yeah,
throw it.
No. I'm actually gonna try to. I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash towards the throne. I want to hide. I'm using
Good.
my whole action to hide.
Yeah, we
Yes.
like it. We
Good.
like it.
Peace. Yeah, no, I'm fully hiding, so things can be easier later.
I think there's plenty of stuff going on that you could easily try to
Right.
hide. Where would you like to hide?
Closer to the throne.
To Gonzalo.
Okay.
Yeah, closer to Gonzalo.
Well, you can't move anymore unless you dash.
I
Bonus
do.
action.
Okay,
dash.
perfect. So you're gonna dash.
But that's you still have your action.
Oh.
So,
and then my action is to hide.
in your action
Oh,
would be
yes,
hide.
that's
so
right.
Yes.
roll stealth.
Great.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Does she have any advantages?
No. Straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
That's okay. The 23.
Nice.
Okay. 23 stealth check.
No one sees.
Into
On-
the darkness.
So now we're on 20. And on 20, a couple of things happen. First, the ground begins to shake as there's another very large boom outside. And the walls begin to sort of crack and crumble, especially high up, as a large blinding explosion in the sky echoes out into the distance towards the tower. As those fall, large chunks of obsidian slam into the ground. Everybody make dexterity saving throws.
Oh no.
Oh no. No, I'm rolling high.
He's wrecking his own model already.
This does not appear to. Medulon is as surprised as you are.
Good.
Okay, good.
And he will also have to roll to maintain, as well as Nadrock and everyone else. So they both fail. Gonzalo passes.
Yay.
NPCs pass. So just these two fall over.
Hey, great. I'm getting you,
Well,
buddy.
what did we need?
I'm getting you.
DC is 17.
Oh no.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
All right, 2 saves.
16.
Fail.
16.
Fail.
That one.
Oh!
All right.
KoKo was caught unawares.
Roll for slushy.
So unaware.
Yeah, roll for slushy.
Okay.
He gets advantage because he's four-legged.
And cute.
Oh, come on.
Advantage.
Okay, and it's. Oh, yeah,
17.
here, hold on.
Gotta beat a 7. Meter beat a 17.
Oops. Plus 8.
So he also falls over prone. Oh no! By the way, if you don't know, that is the voice that I use for Karma when she talks to Heather. You take 1 damage, KoKo, as you fall over, basically on your nose. And Slushy falls over, but he did
Not the face.
Your dad brought you into the nursing.
Okay.
Wait, so we're prone?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and Rhea and Cristobal are all prone. So.
Slushy has how much damage?
No, Slushy none, just
none.
you.
Great.
Rhea and Cristobal fall
you
over.
know.
Oh, does he never?
You passed.
Oh, wait.
He passed. Gonzalo passed. Okay. So what you see is the tower has crumbled. The top of it has crumbled. All that's left is sort of about 40 feet high. And in the sky above you, you see other pieces of obsidian that seem to be slamming into the ground from the sky above you as lightning and a storm seems to billow in, and lightning reveals what looks like a giant woman in the sky. The explosion above you appears to be, it's hard to tell, but it appears to be that it might have been Lumbral itself, sort of trying to prevent the damage to this place. But the rest of the district seem to be almost completely devastated in one go. With obsidian, with obsidian, large chunks of obsidian sticking into the ground from this. And what you hear overhead is, "You have taken my fighters from me, Lumbral. You are an abomination."
Oh, Mama's here and she's mad.
She's so
Mama real mad.
Mama Thasha here, boy.
Mama Thasha here, she real mad.
So what happened
Just to let y'all know,
Oh, no.
that fight's gonna be going on while this fight's gonna be going on. So there's none of that like, Lumbral, help us, because Lumbral is too busy. So this is this on you
A
guys.
kaiju god battle.
You got you.
And outside, all of the embraced and chosen and automatons that were outside are scattering and running for the hills.
Thasha just destroyed the city?
It's not completely destroyed. It's more of like if you just hit it with a bunch of cluster
Yeah.
bombs
Meteors.
all over the place.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of destruction and damage throughout the entirety, all of the districts.
There's a lot going on.
So yeah, there is a lot going on. We in it, guys. This is it. This is the battle I've been preparing for months. Okay, so
Great.
I feel so much better.
Me too.
Maybe you should
you got things at your disposal. Okay, so next is Baron Meduan.
on his butt.
BM.
Yeah, that's right. Take that.
Yeah, you
Yeah, you feel bad?
Psychic damage.
I hope so. Nah.
Baron Meduan, half movement to stand up.
Guys, be sensitive. It's Crystal.
With the skull in his hand,
And a
you
hot
see
tattoo.
blue-green energy leave the skull and float up his arm through his metal six-fingered hand.
Not that.
No, I did.
Uh-oh.
And where did my spells go?
They're gone.
You can't find him. Whoops.
Otto took them.
Well, that's it.
Yum, yum.
I ate your spell.
Yeah.
Why did you do that? Okay, let me look at his.
Oh, and where's Tiefling Dude? Okay.
He's over there.
Okay, he casts.
I'm hiding.
Protect Gonzalo. This is bad.
He casts. Where is it? Here it is. He casts
This string thing's messing me up.
a level 5 magic missile, and through the metal hand, he tosses the skull into the sky,
Oh no.
and it begins to float, and it casts telekinesis.
Y'all got a skull too? I hate it.
Wait, the skull casts telekinesis?
Yeah.
In fact, it does. Okay, so magic missile first at level 5 is
It's no joke.
not a no joke.
5, 7 missiles.
7 missiles, 1d4 plus 1
what?
each. I'm just going to use the digital because it's easier for now, especially when you're rolling 7 of them.
Where are you sending them?
He is going to send all 7 at Cristobal, who's laying on the ground.
Oh no.
Come on, y'all.
Cristobal, take 18 force damage.
Whoa, that is low.
Yeah,
That's not
I
a
rolled
lot.
A bunch of ones.
Good.
18 force
Take
damage as 7 magic missiles boom, 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 land in your back as you're laying on the
Do
ground.
they look like handkerchiefs?
They do not look like handkerchiefs. They look like obsidian shards.
So you said 18?
18 force.
What kind of damage?
Force?
What's force?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then with telekinesis, the skull targets.
Sorry, you just took 18?
18.
The skull picks up this obsidian rock
Okay.
Oh.
and drops it on these 3.
Who's under
Val,
there?
Rhea, and KoKo.
Oh my god.
That's bad.
All of you make dexterity saving throws.
Okay, what does it mean if... Hold on, let me check.
It does not affect you if you're prone.
Oh, okay.
It is Rhea, Val,
And KoKo.
and KoKo.
Any advantages?
Please
That's what I'm
say.
coming for. So,
Please say.
KoKo, you have a disadvantage from Grim Faded.
Don't mess me up now.
Thanks, Grim.
Rhea, you have disadvantage from Grim Faded.
Grim faded.
Hey,
Bad.
don't
Val,
have blessed
you have
dice?
advantage from for
save
Angel
that?
Devilson, but it's been countered by Grim Faded.
Thank you, Angel and Grim Faded.
So, yeah, disadvantage. Roll twice, take the lower number.
19.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
Oh
But
man,
I
one
can
of them
still
was a
add.
nat 20.
Yeah,
okay. 11.
11 is a fail.
19.
This
That
is
passes.
just straight dex check?
Dexterity saving throw.
15.
That, unfortunately, is a fail as well.
Wow. It's a big old piece of rock.
Yeah, big old piece of rock, which means
Uh-oh.
KoKo,
What? Just kidding, sorry.
What do you
Val, you're able to roll out of the way before anything happens.
Hot dog roll, hot dog roll.
But unfortunately, Rhea and KoKo, you take 23 bludgeoning.
Oh!
I rolled 5d12.
Holy!
I did not roll very well.
That could have been a lot
It
worse.
could have been a lot worse. Could have been. I rolled 2 ones on that.
23?
23 bludgeoning.
Yikes.
As a large chunk of obsidian
It's true.
lands on you
thinking
and,
that, but I was
and
like-
shatters.
Do we have like
shatters.
some cool shards?
There are shards all over the place.
No, like
Yeah.
stuck in
Like
here.
stuck in us?
You certainly could have a couple of shards stuck within you if you'd like.
Sure,
Yeah.
we're dying,
Just-
but do we look
Sure.
great?
I will.
Light
Let's
hits
wear
it.
it like
KoKo, you
armor.
have 3, and Rhea, you have 4.
Shards.
Of what?
Shards of
Shards?
obsidian stuck in your body.
Okay.
Okay.
Right side.
Do with that what you will.
Just on one
You look
side,
like the
it's
Legion
like
of
a
Doom.
pauldron.
Yeah.
You also see
Important detail.
our. Yeah, that's it. Actually,
That almost
that's it.
took down half.
That's it.
KoKo has
Rhea.
3 that are right
Come
here.
on,
Like
Rhea.
1, 2,
Your turn.
3. Like
I like just pretty.
Yeah, I know.
Like a
Rhea, you are prone,
contour.
Yeah.
and it is your turn.
I'll use my movement to stand up.
Half your movement. Half
Yeah.
your movement.
On the way up on my one knee,
Yeah.
I'll put my hands together
Okay.
and I'm going to bless Cristobal and Val.
Oh, thank you.
And you're too far. And KoKo. You're
Awesome.
blessed.
Thank
Awesome.
you. What does that mean?
Adds a D4 to all attacks and saving throws.
Yes.
So Cristobal, Val,
Awesome.
and KoKo.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm super.
Great.
What's it?
Yes, and then I
No,
stand
it's
up at the
until
end of
she
that.
maintains concentration.
What does your magic look like when you do that?
That's guidance.
I am blessed, and I'm like speaking, muttering under my breath of some. And there's like sparkles that emanate out, like glittering. It's very attractive.
Let's be so clear.
Yeah, let's be
So
clear.
clear.
But
Very
it's like you know, and all the madness and the obsidian coming down. There's like shards of light also that like you know move through and reach out to you.
Oh, my face is obsidian mine.
Yes, just a little
If only
warmth.
I didn't have the obsidian in my face.
But that's it, and I think that's all right, because that's a spell. I can't do another spell, and the others are all actions. And all my movement was standing up, so I think I'm.
That's half your movement. to
Oh, it's
stand.
only half?
It's only half
Yep.
to stand.
Yeah,
It's
so-
only
so-
half.
So you can move
so
a
you
little
can
bit.
still move.
Yeah, could you move me, I guess, 15 feet?
To Ghast or Ghost.
I don't know that I want to be that close. I was going to say closer to that chunk of obsidian.
Sure.
Yeah.
To kind of,
10,
I know I can't make it to cover, but
Not a
yeah,
bad
on my
idea.
way.
I just like the idea that you just like stepped over Cristobal. body.
Yeah, it's like, but I
me.
blessed
Sorry.
her
I know.
away.
You're blessed.
Sorry, I got stuff to do.
Yes, yes,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you done?
Yeah, and was
It-
speaking Sylvan. If
It is now Nagrok's
Ooh,
turn,
wait.
Oh.
and he says, "The Moonborn? Ha! What a joke!"
I'm so glad I get to kill you again.
Oh my God.
Stands up half his movement,
Bro.
and
I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, what?
who are
Have
you?
we met?
Have we met?
Does it matter who you are? It does not. Hey, the last time we did this, there was a funky librarian dance
Oh, yeah.
with good old Nagrok.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Not a fan.
right, Nagrok is going to cast a spell. Oh no, he's going to use his feature.
When Ron
There's
gets
not enough
excited about
turns.
all the ways.
He
Bless you.
he flourishes his hands and lifts his hat and wiggles his monocle and puts it back down. And his skin, though he looks to be made of bone, and he's clearly undead of some sort. His bones seem to grow spore armor as it climbs up his skin.
Don't like it.
And that's his action, half movement, bonus action.
This is what I do when I'm nervous.
Misty steps here
Oh, interesting.
Oh no.
and disappears from view.
How fun.
How?
All right. Next in combat order is
Say it. That's me.
Valcorio.
Yes.
Say it.
Say
Full
my
dash
name.
right at Megilon. Let's go.
Yes! Our fighter!
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
All the way to him.
Get him!
That's action
60.
dash.
And you give him a kiss.
I am charging full speed.
Yep.
Headbutt.
Drawing hand axe.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
As you come towards him, the
Blessed.
dragon skull.
Blessed.
The dragon skull's eyes flash a sparkling blue.
That's this mess.
13.
Not quite enough bless.
It was a +4.
Oh, it was a good bless, guys.
My opposed roll is 15. Valcorio, you go unconscious.
Come on!
Your body slides in front of him. You hear Baron Megilon. The rest of you hear Baron Megilon. Val, you are in a void of blackness.
Oh, no.
I disappear.
No, you are there.
Okay.
You fall prone. Your body falls prone, but you are in a void of blackness.
Are you like incapacitated, like you can't get up?
So
It looked like it was a prepared action by the skull.
he already cast telekinesis on his last round.
He did, in fact.
Yeah, he can do that.
He's a pretty cool skull.
Yeah, I need it.
Pretty
I want
cool
to steal it.
skull.
So attack the
It's my
skull.
skull now.
Break the
Val, I'll get to you in a second. Next in attack order is KoKo Aldershadow.
Aldershadow.
Okay.
I have to remember what I did.
How
I
many
kinda
feet is
died.
it from KoKo to? Well, how many half my movement to get up
To stand, yeah.
to stand?
Half your movement to stand, yep.
And then how many feet?
To where?
To Megilon.
To well, I guess I
Megilon
don't
and
want
the
to get
skull.
that
The
close.
skull is floating above him.
I don't want to get that close. Let's go.
Yeah, it's within
Yeah,
120.
let's. So it's okay. So I'm gonna just stand, and then I'm going to cast silence
Okay.
on Baron Megilon.
Okay.
So you're moving towards Baron Megilon 5.
No, I'm not actually gonna
Okay,
move.
What's
just
the
gonna
range
stay
on
here.
silence?
Yeah, range on
120.
silence. I think is
120.
120 feet.
20 foot.
Sphere.
So sphere around the skull and Baron Megilon.
And
Okay.
probably Val.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Please, whatever.
Okay, so I did that.
I'm gonna be
So
cursing
that
anyways.
was what, that was like that's
It's better if you
is that
don't hear
1.5 actions?
That's one action.
1 action. Okay, and so then
What do they have to roll to save against silence? Or
What
no?
do they-
Do they?
There is, I think. I think it's just while they're in there.
they're
but-
just in there.
Yeah.
And as long as they're in there.
Good move, Kari. Good move.
Okay, so I have what, a bonus action
And half a movement.
and half a movement.
It's also concentration, so just remember that.
Okay.
Means if you take
Yeah.
damage, you'll have to roll to
Okay.
maintain.
Bonus action, I can. It's been a minute since I did this. I can shoot things or no?
No, you do
No,
not
okay.
take the attack.
The spell is your action. Yeah.
Well, Slush is
Better
about to
bonus
get
action.
up anyway.
We can cast and Misty Step.
Yeah. See.
It doesn't end the spell, so it doesn't. So I don't wake up,
No.
but they just can't do anything else.
Yeah, it wasn't a spell.
Who are the other baddies on our side? Still,
You mean on this side?
no, on my side.
Just
Oh.
Baddies? I don't understand.
No, the other people. There's
Those are
something-
not bad people.
No, no, no.
just-
Are there
Ildar
up
and
here by
Aeon.
the? Oh, because that's Otto over there.
Yeah,
Oh, that's me.
Otto
Yeah.
and
Otto
the
and,
Radiant
that's
Governor.
Otto and
The
the
Radiant
Radiant
Governor.
Governor. This is Ildar and Aeon.
Okay. Oh shoot. I'm just gonna. Can I bonus action dash to behind that?
You're not a
No, I
rogue.
can't.
Yeah, bonus action.
Shoot.
you move 15 feet.
I don't.
Yeah, you
Your
can move
action
15
is
There's no
feet.
real
20.
point.
Oh, 20, because you're fast.
Okay, can I go behind that? Oh no, that's an actual wall. It looks like a half wall. Sorry. I'm gonna use. I guess I'll use it to.
There's a big chunk of obsidian in front of it. Where you're
Yeah.
trying to hide, the one that's just
Right here, if you want to
Between
hide.
there.
Yeah, I'd like to go and hide.
Okay.
I don't think you can get all the way
Here,
down.
you'll only be able to move 15 feet.
20.
Yeah.
Because her speed is
I'll
really
go
5,
towards
10,
it.
15, 20.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Slush.
Oh yeah, slush.
So now it's Slushy's turn. 'Cause
Half
he's
that.
after you. Half movement to
His
stand
speed
up.
like 50 feet.
Yeah, but he moves 50 feet, so that's
Yeah.
25 gone. He's got 25
But
left.
he can't cross a thing and then
You can't.
nobody-
Can't we send Slushy across?
It does not say that Slushy cannot, just players.
Yeah, so you can send him wherever you
Do
want.
it.
Slushy.
Do it.
Okay, wait.
Tell him to go get a bone and go get
That's
aggro.
not right. Yeah, go get your ball.
Okay. Slushy, go get a bone. Go get it.
Go get that bone! Okay, so, okay! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He
And
moves.
dash is an extra
Could he
50.
Oh yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Oh,
This guy!
Good enough.
Okay. That happened.
Great.
Silence
Good move.
silence could be a game changer.
A great move.
Okay, on encounter now is Cristobal de la Cruz.
Do
Well,
it,
that's
buddy.
very nice.
Ooh,
I'm going to use half my action to stand. I mean, half my movement to stand.
Half your action, you have half an action left?
Dang it! What have I done? Every time, I swear. Bonus action: activate Blade Song.
Okay.
Yes, there's lots of dancing going on.
Snaps.
Snappity snap, 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 snap.
Ooh.
And then I'm going
Rhea
to.
says. From right.
Did I hear the spell use a verbal component when Val dropped?
Which spell?
The skull.
So he ran by the skull.
Yep.
The skull's eyes glowed, and
Yep.
Val dropped.
There was no verbal component.
There's no verbal component. Okay, so I still consider the skull to be a massive threat.
Yep.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast. We'll do. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Here, Ronald.
Okay, Ron.
How big's that skull?
Yeah.
That skull is, it appears to be about 2.5 feet tall.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. All right. Never mind. Forget that.
he's just-
It's a pretty big skull.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna-
it's a dragon head.
Yeah, it's a dragon. That makes sense. All right, so I'm going to cast Magic Missile at 3rd level at Floaty McFloat skull.
Floaty McFloat skull.
Right. So that is 1d4 times. So it's 5 1d5.
He's a
5d4s.
slender man.
Wait,
Slender
That's a lot.
what are you casting?
Magic missile.
Magic
at
missile?
the skull.
Yay.
3rd level.
I got enough. Thank
Do
you.
you?
Oh, there is a save? Is there a save?
No.
No,
Magic
Missile, baby.
No, not a magic missile. Sorry, silence.
No, I don't
No, I
think there
think
is.
you
I
just
just
gotta-
looked it up. No sound can be created. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage.
How big is the
20
It's a 20-foot
Around
sphere.
them?
radius.
Creatures are deafened. Casting a spell that includes a verbal
So,
component is impossible.
the skull is concentrating on a spell that requires a verbal component, but it doesn't stop that. So it's already been cast.
Yes,
But it's
I think
the
that's right.
concentration.
So
So if I damage
concentration,
it,
but
I think
if it
that's
takes
correct.
damage, that might. But the silent spell itself does
Understood.
not.
Correct.
Just making sure that that was clear.
Help me out, Magic Man.
6, 10, 13, 15, plus 5, 20.
20. And then do I have
24 damage.
24 damage.
Yeah, it
Pop,
takes it.
pop.
Seems
Pop.
normal. No resistance. Seems like a normal thing.
So yeah, as he rises, the handkerchiefs come out of his sleeve, and he just starts whipping them at it, and can't find a pocket, so into the eye skull, into the mouth.
Was it concentrating on telekinesis?
It was. It will make that save. It has advantage because it is a warcaster. That was a 17.
Yeah, fine.
It's all right.
So checking all this. Lots of disadvantages, guys. Grim faded once. Y'all two died.
That tracks. That tracks.
I anticipated this slightly. It's
okay.
Did
It's
what
all
I
right.
can. Did what I could.
So I still have half my movement left.
Yep.
Ashlon Stride is activated.
Okay.
Oh, not Ashlon Stride, I'm sorry. My Blade
Song.
My
Blade
Blade
Song.
Song is activated. So that means I have an additional 10 feet of movement. So I have 20 feet.
Okay.
Can I move as close to that chunk of obsidian as I can?
Yep.
Running
5,
right
10,
by Rhea.
15, 20.
I can run by you too!
Question for you, KoKo, since you're looking at the Winter Wolf stat.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Is it classified as a beast?
Large
Monstrosity.
monstrosity.
Okay, great.
A monster.
A monster, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
You're a classic monster.
Oh no!
Okay.
He's a
Does that end your
monster.
turn, Cristobal?
That is my turn, yes.
Okay, top of the round, Otto.
Come on, baby.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Where is Gonzalo?
Right next to you.
Am I like
You're basically hiding in
literally
his
5
ropes.
feet from you.
Hey man.
What's up, buddy?
Okay. Because I'm torn between 2 actions. How capable does Gonzalo look?
Gonzalo, I mean, standing upright, seems shocked at what's going on. He seems sort of phased by what's happening in the sky.
Sure.
So he's just sort of.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Quick
Are
question
the others-
too.
yeah.
Isn't Gonzalo? Would Gonzalo be a fighter? Of
Yeah,
any
that's
sort?
what I
like
meant, like-
like he'd be.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And are the others also not like the other?
Yeah, the others have not yet
Okay,
performed.
okay,
No, they all seem sort of stunned and dazed at what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess
I thought so.
as I'm so close to Gonzalo, I tug on his robe real fast and I say, "Are you equipped to protect yourself?"
Oh, yes, I will be fine.
Okay. And then I go behind the throne.
Okay.
And I
Seeds.
yeah.
I got some seeds in your bag.
I believe in you.
Take this.
And
You'll need it.
I want to take out my flail.
Okay.
Do it.
Your meteor hammer.
My meteor-
The Lumbral Revenant.
The Lumbral so hard.
Can't attack with it if you can't say it.
Like
The
a,
Lumbral Revenant.
There it is.
There it is.
it's like a vocal warm up.
Oh god.
Lumbral
And
Revenant.
I want to kind of swing it over my head, and
Okay.
because it is a finessable weapon,
Yep.
that is something I am proficient in.
Yep.
So I want to swing it and like throw the skull of, I don't know, Luminoth
Okay.
at the dragon skull. I want to knock it.
Okay. You want to attack the dragon.
I'm attacking the dragon
Perfect.
skull.
And since you are hidden, and it sees you, you will not get sneak attack, but you'll get normal attack.
Fine. Okay.
So, Otto, you have disadvantage from Grim Fated.
Thank you,
Does
Grim
Val
Fated.
not count as an adjacent ally?
Yeah.
I'm out.
That's why. That's why.
Just
I
a
wanted to
Val
attack.
is not threatened. Is not threatening anyone. so
Okay.
That's fair.
Just that check.
So it's 14.
14 is a miss.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else, Otto?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide, I think. Let me just, whoa, boy! Let me just double check things real quick. Yes, absolutely. Hiding behind.
Make a hide check.
Stealth.
You have disadvantage from Grim Fated.
Grim Fated. Oh, thank you. That's okay. Still 20.
Okay.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Next is 20. Everybody make dexterity saving throws again as the ground begins to shake and there's another large boom in the sky.
Shaker.
Oh
I
my
assume
gosh.
I'm failed at.
Yeah, you just auto failed.
Remember
You're
your
already prone.
D4s.
Already
You're
prone.
blessed.
Yes,
Bless,
remember
bless,
you're
bless.
blessed.
Thank you. I
Thank
wish
you.
that would help more.
You are
but-
blessed. Up 2.
Yeah, so that's a grand total of no wait, dexterity?
Yes.
Wait.
This isn't better, but
Oh, this is better.
13.
13.
13's a fail. Boop.
Rhea.
13.
Boop.
17.
You pass.
But for the heat.
You already failed. Otto.
That's 20.
That's fine. And Slushy.
I'll double back.
Sorry.
Oh, he gets advantage because he's bipedal. Or quadrupedal.
Oh right. Oh god.
Those who passed, which would be KoKo, you have disadvantage from Grim Fated. Sorry.
Oh.
Say that.
Oh, I keep doing that on the second one. What'd you say? It was.
No, it's
What was your?
Sorry. Yeah, plus 2. 13.
That's for you or Slushy?
Slushy.
He falls over.
No!
And what was your second roll with disadvantage?
17. Oh, the second roll.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what did I get last time?
You got a 17.
7. Oh, yeah, 17. So.
Oh, 17 on both? Great.
No. 17 is the lower one. Is that what you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so still
Nice.
fail. Still pass, sorry. Okay. Baron Medulon and Gonzalo both save. Nagrok saves. The others and General fail.
No. No.
Boop.
All right.
And
Oh my god.
Everybody's down.
Okay.
Cristobal, you're close enough to notice that Gost and Ghost seem to be
Oh boy.
Oh no.
as if they're not there.
No.
On 20,
Oh.
Mr. Nightshade uses his action, half his speed to stand up, pulls something from his pocket and tosses it between the. Oh no! He's going to toss it at Gonzalo. Whoa!
Hey.
As he tosses what looks like a metallic cube and it flitters through the air, it begins to unlock and grow into a huge, giant, corrupted automaton.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
It's almost like the one that's controlling that is not distracted, whereas the other two.
All right. Eye on the ball.
It's
Skull
lame.
and Medjol.
Lame,
Skull.
bro.
Lame.
Don't get distracted.
So lame. Okay.
lot
Now
going
that
on.
is Baron Medulon.
Yeah.
Baron Medulon. He grabs the skull. 20-foot range, right? You want to say 20-foot
The
skull?
silence? Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I just.
20.
Jerk.
Oh, I see the big skull.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's very cool.
Looks at you, Rhea.
No,
No.
I'm on the ground.
Rhea.
Sorry, no.
Rhea's
Coco.
Rhea,
Coco.
yeah, he
Apologies,
can't see
Coco.
Rhea.
He's right there next to this.
Oh, yeah.
Looks at
I'm behind Rock.
Coco.
I'm behind Rock.
Down's name is Rock.
Make a strength check, Coco.
Strength save.
Nope, check.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Coco, you have disadvantage from Grim Faded.
Thanks.
I'm at a straight roll.
12.
I'm sorry, what?
Strength is down.
Sorry, thanks.
Just a strength. It's not a strength save.
Oh,
it's
it's
just a
not a
strength
strength.
check.
Oh, it's I'm sorry, go back up.
Yeah, that's what I was like, it's
Sorry,
not down there.
strength is plus 1.
Yeah.
13.
Mine was 20. You are restrained. Your speed is 0. You cannot benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against you at advantage. You have a disadvantage against attack rolls. Dexterity saving throws, you have disadvantage. You are lifted 30 feet into the air.
Wait, this
What?
is me?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
the
wait. I didn't. Don't I still have what?
Yeah, but this was a strength check.
Oh, strength check, shoot.
Not saving
Okay.
throw.
I know.
So your arms are sort of, and you feel yourself lifted into the sky.
That's the telekinesis
Um,
from the skull.
and in your head you hear, "You're going to die." It is now. Well, that was the skull, so now it is Baron
Oh my
Medulon's
gosh.
Great.
turn.
Cool.
Oh, we love it.
And
Yeah.
Maybe
he
you'll wake
begins
up,
to
though. I hope
dance.
To dance.
No,
He's
He
dancing.
begins to tango.
But he has no rhythm.
It's Cristobal.
Just kidding.
It's not good.
Confirmed.
No, it's
Kidding.
good.
Kidding.
It's probably really good. It's probably really good.
Yeah, he's got blade
dancing.
dancing. He's a blade dancer.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Oh, wow. He's got a tattoo and he can dance.
I'm on the ground like
is he
I'm
so
prone like
Yeah.
this, like oh.
Oh.
Get in the fight, Rhea!
I see you.
Rhea!
and he moved 20 feet. He casts a
Chardalon.
Chardalon Stride, thank you. He casts a Chardalon Stride.
What is the dance like?
It's the
Flamenco.
Flamenco. Yep.
What's he doing now?
I gotta look up
He
Flamenco.
also casts a second spell.
Come on.
Like,
It looks like he's holding something in his finger
Oh yeah, that.
and delivers
great.
it into his rapier. 5,
Love it.
10,
Not making it any less hot for sure.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And then move
Torn between
20
two
out.
things.
Yeah.
He moved 20. He can move 10 more.
He has 10 more movement than me?
Yeah.
Lame.
Because he's got a Charlatan stride.
No, I know
His
that.
bonus
Yeah.
action. He did not move next to that. And he holds that spell. Okay. So next is Rhea.
Yes, stand me up, please. Spend half my movement standing up.
Stands.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then
When
my
did you
other
get here?
movement.
When did you get here?
It's hard to tell from here, but just so I can get Baron Medulon into
Line of sight
line.
or not line of sight?
What do I want to do right now? What's more important? One thing is I haven't done, and I just really want to see how it works. So you know what? I'll stay behind cover. I don't want to be in his line of sight.
So here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would like to channel divinity.
Okay.
Ooh.
Awesome.
And
KoKo.
I think this is like, there is that light, almost the a ray of light, but only on one half of her body, while the other sort of shrouds in
Nice.
a shadow.
Ooh.
As I would like to channel the Mad God and
Good one.
imbue short-term madness upon 1d4 other creatures that I'm aware of. Note sight is not
Nope, it is not.
necessary.
You're right.
Ooh, what?
So I would like it to be on Nagrok
Okay.
and well, I actually have to roll. See how many people I can target.
Yeah.
So first is Baron Medulon, for sure.
For sure, so you're right.
4.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay,
Yeah.
so Baron Medulon, Nagrok. Are there other
Those guys over there.
And Tiefling dude.
Tiefling
Tiefling
guy.
dude?
Nightshade.
Nightshade,
Mr. Nightshade.
Okay.
Monsieur Nightshade.
Do we
There's the
have?
automaton and the skull.
Oh, the skull is
skull.
a.
The
yeah.
automaton is immune.
Well,
But
do the skull.
The skull is immune.
Oh,
Okay.
rude.
Okay.
But Nagrok and Baron Medulon are not.
And
And-
Nightshade.
And
And
Mr.
Nightshade is
Nightshade.
definitely
Okay.
Good enough.
Well, I wouldn't know,
Do
so
they
I
get a
just
save?
target.
Do they get a
the-
save?
No.
Really?
I mean, look. Short-term madness upon 1d4 creatures. Once creature is made mad by this use, it is immune to the effects of this power until the next full rest.
Oh, that's
it's a
why
one
there's
and
no
done.
save.
Yeah.
That's why there's
The
no
madness imbues for the discretion of DM generally should be sourced from this table. Do you want to roll d100s for each of them?
save. I'll roll 1d100 and they all get that.
They all get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since
You
you're
all
using it
think
for
that
one
chicken.
cast.
And it lasts for 1d4 minutes. You want me to roll the d4?
Oh!
In combat, it's rounds.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Otherwise, the combat would be over.
Yeah.
It's 6.
6. The character, they retreat into their mind and become paralyzed.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
1d4 minus 1
The
round?
effect ends if they take any damage.
Oh,
Huge.
it's odd.
But
But
We can focus on.
4 rounds.
Oh!
You roll a 4 minus 1
Wow.
for 3 rounds.
3 rounds?
Yeah.
why was
1d4
minus
minus 1, right?
No.
1d4.
1d4.
Just 1d4? Okay,
Yeah,
then 4
last
rounds.
one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Focus on the skull.
Wow.
Focus on the skull. Focus on the automaton.
Okay, so
That's right.
you can't see Nagrok,
I would love if it, this sort of.
but you would know that. No, it's madness. Yeah, not,
Yeah, they
not
get,
covered.
kind of shrouded in this shadow, too, as it, overtakes
Nice.
them.
Love it.
Was Medulon concentrating on anything? Because paralyzation, I think, ends
He
that.
was. He had a spell in his hand, and it's gone.
Yes.
As he retreats
And his
into
stride's
mind.
gone, right?
Sorry, his what?
I
And
believe
his
his
stride
stride
is also.
disappears,
Is
yeah.
that not cast? It is concentration.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
Is it?
Okay,
Okay,
it is
great,
also
great.
gone. Yep.
Oh.
Sick.
And
Oh.
yeah, great.
Right?
Then I
Very
will.
No,
the
the
skull
skull
is
is
not.
not.
Oh, the skull.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I will
Let's go.
bonus action
Let's
cast
go.
spiritual weapon,
Spiritual weapon.
and I'll cast it right next to Baron Medulon and the skull.
Yeah, hit the skull.
This
Whack
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
for
And you do get an attack with it the first time you cast it.
Yes,
You do.
I do.
you have disadvantage from
Oh,
Grim Faded?
Grim Faded.
Grim
Wow,
Faded.
Grim Faded's bringing it
You
tonight.
saucy minx.
okay.
He wants to die. That's exciting.
Is it just
Usually it's just
melee
me trying to
spell
kill
attack?
myself as I run into battle.
It's a spell attack.
Yeah, melee spell attack.
One was it? I know, nat 20. It's a 15 to hit.
15.
Still good.
It's. Oh!
15 misses, okay.
Okay.
Alright, but it's there.
No, it's good.
Hey, there.
All right. That end your turn, Rhea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, I got to use
Next is
So good.
the
Automaton?
automaton.
Okay.
It moves into Gonzalo's square.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You see its chest
Oh, here we go again.
open up and try to enclose him.
Oh!
I have disadvantage from the dungeon speedrun.
Let's go.
That's not good, because I'm rolling for Gonzalo.
No!
He fails with a 7 and disappears as he is sucked into the automaton.
Worst Rubik Cube ever.
That's more hugs than I have ever gotten!
Oh no.
Oh gosh, that is so sad.
Where's he going?
He's trying to
It
unblock
runs
y'all.
to...
Running right at speed is
Oh,
nuts.
Pac-Man.
I have disadvantage from the dungeon speedrun to attack. It attempts to touch you with the large two-handed...
She's 30 feet in the air.
You're right. Never mind.
Ooh.
It was 30 feet in the air, so he wouldn't have gone there. Apologies. Thank you. Let
You
me
put her on
put
it,
her
yeah.
on a thing so I know that she's way in the air. That's
Yeah,
not
but
gonna
maybe you made that mistake because you already moved that guy.
No.
that ain't how that works.
It isn't?
No, it is not.
It is.
Disadvantage on the seeing auto. Cannot see auto, so it runs for Rhea.
No.
40?
Doesn't cover me.
Oh,
No.
this whole line thing's killing me.
Yeah, the line thing is awful.
Okay. Another disadvantage from the dungeon speedrun against Rhea. One was a nat 20. You're glad that did not happen.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
15 hit your AC.
Nope.
You see it try to touch you with its obsidian great sword.
Oh my
Say,
god.
not so fast.
You feel what?
And you're like,
you feel an immense amount of.
yeah, it's a.
It's as if a boulder flew by your head.
Oh, boy.
Is what it feels like. And then that's it for its turn. Val, you are in a dark space, and you hear what sounds.
Do you hear? Isn't that silenced?
He
Mental.
This is his,
It's all
his
mental.
mental. Yeah,
Whoa.
it's in his mind. You hear words being spoken. Ode, gun, arm, put, P, flow.
Gun, arm, put,
P flow.
Flow.
put.
P, P-E-A, P, as in like a P.
Yeah.
Flow.
Word game.
In your mind, you hear the dragon, the two-headed dragon, speak into your mind. What do they have in common?
Say it again.
Ode, gun, arm, put, P, flow, F-L-O-W.
They're all 3 letters? Oh no.
No.
Flow is 4.
Ode, gun, arm, put, P, flow. Ooh.
Roll a wisdom save.
Which I have advantage on, thanks to Rhea.
And the D4.
15.
And
Oh,
the,
and a
the
D4. 16.
16.
Ode, O-D-E, like
D-E.
poem. Sorry, keep going. Yes, 16.
They have something in common, and it's related to Bahatha.
Mommy?
Ode, arm, put, P, flow.
I'll
Do,
give you 30 seconds.
new.
If you don't have an answer in 30 seconds, your turn is skipped.
They're all the names of animals mixed up.
That is correct. You have one
Nicely
success.
A
done.
doe, a gnu, a ram. Yeah.
Nicely done.
You're so
A
smart.
wolf and a tup.
Yep.
Yep, well done.
What?
That is one success.
Okay.
In your head, you hear the dragon speak.
I'm...
Well done, my child.
Oh.
Oh.
A little bit of that
a great
blackness
voice.
around you, light stars begin to sort of appear very faintly.
Okay.
So that is your turn.
Okay.
Next is
Oh, come on.
Word game.
yeah. So you will essentially you need to have 3 successful word games before you have 3 failures, and if you succeed, there will be some benefit. Dude. KoKo.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm paralyzed.
Yes, you are currently restrained.
Restrained, so you can move.
And you can attempt to break out using your action to break out, but it would be an opposed strength check.
You can also attack, but you would do so at disadvantage.
Yes.
Can I?
You cannot move. Your speed is 0.
You're at disadvantage, but you are blessed. If you want to fire an arrow at the skull.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
You
You're
get
already
2.
at disadvantage, so you won't use any of the disadvantages you don't have.
You get 2 attacks.
Okay. Oh, at 20.
At 20.
But disadvantage.
Yeah.
No.
What was the second?
2.
Oh yeah, that's a
2.
miss.
Okay, so
Yeah.
but
Absolutely. You don't have to look at the number.
Yeah.
It's a miss.
try it again.
Oh,
Yes, you have a second attack.
12, 11.
Okay, but roll a d4.
And don't forget you're adding +1.
Plus
Oh, yes, the bow.
3 plus
15 plus your attack bonus.
16.
That hits.
Oh.
Okay.
So roll damage.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
So D8 plus 3?
Was that what it was?
I believe so. D8 plus 3, and she can add a D6 because of the.
Because of the chosen, yes. So D8 and a
plus
D4 because of her face stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 8, 10.
Plus,
damage.
Plus.
your plus it's a
Plus
plus 3, I
the
think. Yeah, whatever your
Oh,
dex
right,
is.
right, right.
So 13.
Sorry, yeah.
And plus
13.
1 from the bow. 14.
14.
Yes,
Okay.
the spider
40
bow.
damage seems to have a full effect. You see her launch one arrow, and some fey magic seems to spread around it and lodges into the skull. Well done.
Okay, roll concentration.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I was gonna say snap.
I have
Yeah.
disadvantage from the dungeon speedrun, but I have advantage because of feet. So I'll roll straight. 27.
Yeah.
27!
Yep.
Wait, what is it? Wait, what?
26.
Maintain
Sorry,
concentration.
26.
Concentration, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a skull. How's its con that high?
It's not a brain.
So, okay, so I shot it. That was my.
That's your attack.
So my
action.
my
Bonus.
bonus action could, or sorry, I was thinking. I wish I would have done like a snaring or a dreadful.
Well, that's what you did. We assumed you did do it.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right, all the extras. I'm gonna Misty Step.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yes.
As
a bonus
well,
action?
yeah, you could actually.
Yeah.
Yep. You
Okay.
can Misty Step. Yep.
Yes.
I mean, you're
He
still
turns into
restrained.
this.
Yeah.
Well, let me check Misty Step. Might define it as movement.
I don't think.
I don't think it does, but
No.
I just want to double check.
I feel like it's only verbal.
What am I tied together with? Like, what am I?
It is
Just,
is something that has control over you with its mind.
Briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet in an unoccupied space that you can see.
And it's verbal only.
Yeah. So it's not movement, which means you can do that, but you are still restrained and 30 feet in the air unless you decide to go 30 feet down.
If it loses sight of her,
Telekinesis.
because she literally disappears and reappears.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's teleportation.
I would argue it's hard for them to hold on to her.
Yeah, I would think so. If she disappears from
Wouldn't
her.
that
Oh,
be,
it says
would
yeah,
they be
you can see
released?
within range. That you can see within range.
And she disappears.
So she punks. But where are you going?
Well, but you said for 30 feet going down. But if their concentration is broken, wouldn't I not be able to? Wouldn't I?
But its concentration only breaks because you're teleporting.
I see. So I would like to go over by Otto, as close as I can.
As close as you can. Auto, that's gonna be 30 feet. And you want to go downward?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so 5, 10, 15,
that's kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
25.
okay.
Hi, bud.
Alright, you're free.
Hey, I'm still
Now you have your movement.
no cover.
Now you have your
Oh,
movement.
now I'm
Oh,
moving.
yeah.
Now you can have your movement. Yeah.
Okay.
Come to me.
I want to run. Yeah.
Misty Step is a lifesaver.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the number of times I teleported out of being grappled in campaign 1.
So I'm free. Great. Okay.
That is your turn.
Oh, good turn.
Last in the round, Cristobal.
What about Slushy?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yep, slushy.
Okay, so Slushy gets
Half
up,
speed to stand up. That's 25 feet.
and Slushy is still on a mission.
Remember, if
Oh,
you
wait.
touch them, they wake up.
If you attack
touch
them,
who?
damage them,
The
the,
damage
the
Nagrok and-
paralyzation will go away.
But Nagrok wasn't.
The Nagrok
He
was.
was.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Yes.
was.
But the
But
automaton and the
Nightshade
skull.
isn't.
Okay, let's go for Nightshade.
Wait, Nightshade saved?
Wait.
No.
Oh wait,
No.
Didn't? Oh, I thought he
The
did.
only
Oh,
ones that
let's-
are not saved.
let's go for the automaton.
Yeah.
Right.
There's
right.
two.
Yes. Yes.
You're
Also,
going
because we have
to
that
switch the
flanking
target.
ability.
Yeah,
the target.
switch the
5,
target.
10, 15, 20, 25,
Yeah.
30, 35. Okay.
And Slushy's just gonna slam right into
Okay.
the automaton.
Just using his body is, just use your attack.
Does he get the flanking benefit?
Is there an
Or is
ally
it-
within
does it have to
five?
be-
Oh, that's a
Has to be on
different
the
one.
opposite side.
Wait,
Okay.
he has stats though, right? Like
He does.
powers?
He does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Oh well, there's also. Is there an ally within 5
Yes,
feet of this?
I-
Yes, there
he has
is.
pack
Great. Well, the
tactics.
pack tactics.
So then you get advantage. Yep, you get advantage. on those.
Awesome. To
2. Sorry. God, I'm rolling like crap.
No.
8. I rolled an 8.
Oh boy.
8.
plus
Plus. What am I? I'm sorry. Wait.
bite.
My
probably,
brain.
Just for
Oh, just. Well, bite.
plus 6 to hit.
so
Okay.
14.
On the automaton hits.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Way to go, buddy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
You're doing
damage
2d6.
is 2d6.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Plus
14.
14.
14 damage.
Nice.
Get it.
Oh,
He
Must-
bites his leg, the automaton.
it must
rending
succeed
some
on a
of the metal.
DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
It is immune to prone.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It's a big robot.
Big ol'
Big
ol'
robot
feet.
legs.
Wish I would have known that before I said.
It's all right. 14
Anyway.
points of damage is good.
I appreciate Slushy being there.
Yeah. Rhea is quite happy.
Yeah. I mean, that was good
Keep
damage.
the cleric safe.
Very good damage. Okay, now it is Cristobal's turn.
Cristobal is going to reach into his pack.
Yep.
No, he's not. He's not going to do that.
You're prone currently.
I am.
Just kidding.
So I'm going to look at Slay
Okay.
on my shoulder
Yep.
and say, "Shock that big metal bucket of bolts," and then I will use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
I will. Now I can use my my familiar to deliver touch spell attacks.
Pretty
Yes.
sure you can, yes.
If I do that, does that take my action?
Yes.
Okay.
But you have to cast the spell.
Right. Understood. Okay. Yes. So
It also uses the turn of your familiar.
right. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach into my pack.
Okay.
I'm going to step around behind, so I'm flanking my Mr. Robot friend. Because I'm in an attack. Am I not in a?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. Never mind. I'm just gonna peg him with my ball, my Ray of Frost ball.
Okay. Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, that would be an action,
Very
right?
proud.
To throw the ball as an action.
oh, it would be, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? Dang.
Cast a spell.
Diggity dang dang.
Do the shocking grasp.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so
First
then
thought
what
is
I'm
fun.
going to do is okay. I'm gonna fall back
Okay.
to my friend Ghost, who's on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm going to look him over.
Okay.
And that is going to be. So I gave him the order. What other things can I do with my bonus?
Cristobal, make an investigation check at disadvantage from Grim Fated.
Oh, Grim Fated, you cheeky minx. Oof. Yeah, okay, that didn't do it. 5. Yeah. It's a ribbit.
Slay and sings.
Yeah, that's fair. Cool. So then Slay is going to go and here's the thing. Ray is right there, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Bonus action.
Well, you just use that to. Look
Oh, I
at-
did. Dang. Diggity dang dang.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Dangity dang. All right, sorry. I'm
I
gonna
don't think you have
have
anything left, really.
no. Slay's just gonna land on him and shock him.
Okay.
Which
Make
it
the
gets
attack roll
advantage on
disadvantage because it's made of metal.
Yep.
The Zapdos.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
water in
12. Plus.
You have disadvantage from Grim Fated.
Oh, well,
Oh wait.
you
Oh, he
rolled
had
it.
advantage on it, so it's a
Straight roll.
Straight roll.
Okay. Yeah, he's told he's got to re-roll then.
Yeah,
Okay.
reroll.
Dang it. Eesh.
All right. Wait.
How about my spell attack modifier is a
6.
+6, so 14.
That hits.
With and you're blessed actually too, so don't forget. But it already
Okay,
hits.
doesn't matter. I got
Yeah,
it.
well,
already
Slay
hits.
doesn't get the bless.
No.
Okay.
So I'm hitting for 4d8, right? Because it would be.
Yes, and Slay takes 1 acid.
I need disappears. I get that. That's fine.
48. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Slushy also takes 1 acid.
10,
Okay.
12, 19.
19.
19.
Ooh, Slushy and Slay doing work.
19.
Bye,
Full.
Slay.
Got it. Cool.
And Slay
That's
just
it?
dissipates.
And then, it's like...
All right, top of the round, Otto, and that is where we will end tonight's show. Sorry, y'all. We got
So many
Just
plans.
getting into the groove.
I know.
so
Get into the groove.
dangerous.
We will be coming back next week to finish this epic
Okay.
battle.
Dangerous.
Good job so far, guys. But
Yeah.
there's a lot more going on. Definitely a lot more going on. Thank you, everybody. We will maintain all this. Grimfaded, thank you so much for all of this.
Thank you.
Thank
Dungeon
you.
Speedrun, thank you for all of this. All of those who
Thank
purchased
you.
our Force powers, thank you so much. Without all of you, this would be a lot less crazy, that's for sure.
For
a lot
sure.
less fun, too. So.
For sure.
Thank you, everyone. All right, so I think we will go straight into our reading of the names.
That's correct. 1 second. Goodness gracious, we had a busy
Oh
time.
my goodness.
All right. As you know, we like to at the end of every episode read off everybody's names from Team Forces of Shadow and Team Forces of Light in the style of your suggestions. And we are so grateful to y'all. Give me 1 second. So sorry. Vamp. Somebody.
So many plans.
So many plans.
So many
many
plans. Here we go.
They're still paralyzed for another 3 rounds.
Okay. For Team Force of Shadow, with a wonderful suggestion from Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit, talking around the water cooler at the office about the latest hit comedy program.
What? Oh, like TV program.
Yeah, if you like.
Oh.
okay.
What?
Hey,
Wait, Team Shadow?
for Team Force of Shadow.
Thank you.
Hey, Surena.
Yeah.
Did you
we're
watch the newest episode of that latest hit comedy program?
Oh my god, are you talking about Down to Clown?
Down to Clown? Yes.
So good.
Oh my god, they just find strangers on the street and they just give them a full clown makeover.
Yes.
Excuse me, I need to get to the water cooler.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, have you watched Down to Clown?
Oh, I think I'm nuts.
It's on the Abercrombie Zabra network.
No.
Okay.
Okay, well,
wow,
someone's a little
okay,
above
wow.
down to clown, okay?
You know,
Like,
it's
I
like
guess
she's being a real tool.
watches some other...
Oh, you can't say that word.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're right.
Hey, employees!
So are we talking about that cool new show, Gateway Guys?
Oh, we are.
Oh, come on! It came out 2 years ago. It's on Netflix.
Oh, boy.
I mean, the
yeah,
first
it's
season
so
was okay.
good.
The second season's kind of a fail wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Just
No, it's so good.
No, it's not.
I gotta tell you, I've been watching the new animal save show, the shelter show.
Oh, what
Kitty
the-
Scritches.
It just
with the
makes me
cheetahs,
cry. I can't watch it.
Oh, the tiny baby Chester
Tiny baby
cheetahs.
cheetahs.
Oh my
makes-
gosh, can't you guys just work and give me a Lincoln break?
So sorry.
Okay, wow.
Sorry.
I can't concentrate. I can't help that my desk is right by the water cooler.
I'm really sorry, Kari.
You need some
to
more
HR.
comedy programs in your life.
I signed her up for Down to Clown without her knowing.
Oh my god.
That was you.
What? No!
Well, you know what? You deserved it because you're a fail waffle.
We're at work.
Thank you, Team Force of
Now I'm
Shadow.
fired. Now I'm fired. See what you did, Carrie? I'm fired.
That was a 6 burn. I have to report you.
Oh my God.
Understand.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I love it. From Tapartos for Team Force of Light. Wait, we didn't do this one. Okay.
Are you sure you didn't found it?
No, I think we did that one. I'm so sorry. No, okay. Sorry, Tapartos. Okay, for City Racing Girl,
Oh yeah, nice.
TV hosts doing a TRL style music video countdown show.
What's tier?
Total request live.
What's TRL?
I gotta go.
I am here.
Josephine doesn't get things.
Even I know.
That's
TRL. Wow.
I am here.
Carson
with the-
Daly.
I am here with the hottest performer straight out of Europe. They've never seen this show once, and let me tell you, I am just a festive life preserver to have them on. Thank you so much for coming, Josephine.
Hello, yes, thank you for having me. This is very exciting.
Yeah, the whole audience is just stoked to have you. Oh, please. please. A question for Josephine.
Josephine, you are like my favorite. I mean, when you Baker Park, that that guy in that thing. Oh my gosh!
Oh yes, yeah. Thank you. I was just, it's the angel Devilson on my shoulders. Keep going.
Okay, yes, miss. I'm sorry. Yes.
Hi. So, Josephine, I was wondering how you felt about your single, The Gold Family. It never reached number 1.
Wow, you are all very direct, and you don't, check the questions ahead of time.
No. We dim-witted it. We just dim-witted it.
I see. Well, I went to the Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit, and this is what they gave me. This is my latest producers, and if it didn't go to number 1, really, it's a family effort, so they have some blame too.
Josephine! I'm your biggest fan! Josephine! Is there any truth to the rumors that you and Fender Rill took a dungeon speedrun all to the country of Braba?
This man is so loquacious.
I love you so much!
No,
I'm so sorry. We talked.
Josephine, I just want to tell you that I am so sorry. I am so embarrassed. Josephine.
I bet he's not even really a fan.
I am such a big fan.
Yeah?
That I brought you just a bag of jewels.
Oh my God!
Just jewels.
It's just a whole bag of just jewels.
But how do you know I love jewels?
Josephine.
Josephine. Is it true that you're going to star in the new Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit movie?
With Jim Whitted?
Jim Whitted.
He's so dreamy.
All right. If you want to hear the answer to that and many more of our questions, make sure you stay tuned. We got to go to a commercial break. We'll be just back to Unbearably Loquacious.
Yay, we love it!
All of that in Times Square.
All that.
It was pretty much exactly what would happen.
That was Tiara.
From like a really high window. From a high window.
Just amazing.
And there's like a studio
But it's like a
audience
musical
there,
countdown.
And then people screaming with signs down below.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's how Carson Daly became.
Thank you, Team Force of Light. We really, I think, needed that at the end of this deeply stressful session, so we appreciate you.
Well, everyone, that is
gosh.
the end of our evening. We will be back next week with an equally stressful event. So make sure you come and see how many disadvantages Grim Faded has put upon the party, and how many the Dungeon Speedrun has put on me as well. And we
love you guys.
will
Thank you.
see how this battle wraps up. It's a big one.
We're hanging in there.
You're hanging in there so far.
Death saves, but word games, Ron. Are you my best friend / worst enemy?
Of course. So we'll see you next week. I want to say thank you again to everyone. Thank you so much for your time, your efforts, and your donations. Without all of you, none of this would happen. We will have a cool down this week, so make sure you stop by. We will announce that soon when we will be posting it and who will be involved. Thank you, everyone. We heart you. And as always, here in the Dungeon Run, humankind, be bold! We'll see you next week.
It started as a simple dungeon run. As a simple dungeon run.